Hi. Why are my eyes looking that way? Hi, everybody. Welcome. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Back to the powder room. Hope you guys are doing well today. What the fuck? I'm just gonna be constantly bombarded by this. Holy shit! Oh, Metal Wolf Player, thank you. Did you misclick? Holy shit, thank you so much for 50 memberships. I didn't do anything. I didn't even do anything to deserve that. Hi. Thank you. What the fuck? What the fuck? The stream starts with an instant concussion. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. But hi. I barely. Wow, even the chat box in the corner is kind of glitching out. Thank you. What the fuck? Just started. Well, I hope you had a good day. Holy shit. End stream. Non-stop Vine boom. Yeah, pretty much. I guess all of you are going to have to deal with the Vine booms now for a bit. It's exactly 50 Vine booms. So, as I was saying hi. I hope you guys had a good day. Welcome. We are back into the padded room today to tackle a very important topic, which is video games. Everybody likes video games. 50 big booms. I don't know why my body is moving like this. My body's been moving a bit weird and I don't feel like fixing it. Oopsie. I click what I click, so deal with it, Dr. Oshi. Thank you so much, Metal Wolf Player. But click with the click mindfully. Don't spend all of that on me. Me, a person with really bad spending habits, trying to tell chat not to have better spending habits than me. Take a sip of water. I can't believe I didn't drink water before stream. Wow, I'm not a professional streamer, am I? 50 booms equals payment to keep her at bay. Oh, not her, please, everything but her. It's not time yet. I love Christmas, but it's not time for me to hear that song again. December, maybe. December. We can wait until then, right? Oh god. If you play all the video games you did, will we wind up in the padded room as well? Yes, you will. But unfortunately, it's too late for you. You need to go back to your childhood and get like severely traumatized by all of these video games in order. Yeah. By like order of growing up. They need to be played at very specific times of your life under very specific conditions for you to end up like me. I know, very complicated process. Oh, thank you too for becoming a lab rat for 18 months. Thank you for being here for so long. Holy shit, 18. It's time for you to get birthed again, which means you go back inside again. Oh god. Double birthed. There are so many explosions. It's gonna be 50 of them, and now we deal with it. Hello, Nova. Hi, welcome to everybody coming in. Hi, welcome. How was your day? I hope you had a good day. I stayed up in call with Lunalia until like 6 a.m. again. It's bad. We can't keep doing this, man. I sleep poorly. My sleep schedule is getting worse. I keep waking up and getting up at like 5 p.m. It's winter time. We're past daylight savings. You know what that means? I wake up and it's nighttime-ish already. Dang it. Playing Hollow Knight. Ooh, we need to go back to Hollow Knight. I need to finish it. I'm thinking one more stream than we try to endure to end. Thank you, Boyoung, for being here for 17 months. You are still cooking. You are, in fact, still inside of the womb. For the second time. This is your second roast, you know? gonna feel so lonely once they're done booming. I should make the sound even louder. It is fine, Doc. Is it? Is it really? Sunlight 0. I don't need that. I'm not a plant. I don't need photosynthesis. Why would I need sun? First time in months that I can't relate. I'm happy for you. It's not good to relate to me at all. That ain't hit me yet. I know for America, it's like tomorrow or the day after. I think. Maybe. I think we're pretty close. Did we ever kill Garrett? We don't talk about that game. Don't talk about that game. No. No. Change the clock for me to tonight or tomorrow. Forget how it works. Hey, Doc. Hi, welcome. Ignore everything in chat and lend your statement. Castle or Lysandra. Okay, listen. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Give me a moment. Patience. Have patience. My little rat. Have patience. You will know. Although I think it's really obvious. Was one of the canon events the V4 Mirai intervention? Yes. Yes. Was the involuntary commitment? Yes. Yes. When it's sunlight, and you can just take supplements and enrich the industry. Yeah, capitalism, baby. Let's go. It's tomorrow. Ah, okay. Okay. Soon. We'll be back at the same time, normal time. So it's 10 p.m. for me. I forget what time that is for everyone else. It's okay. No other time zones matter. Only mine! I know that Doc was a Habbo Hotel girly. I don't know how I knew. I just knew. Okay. It takes a specific type of, like, if you look at someone and they seem like they have traumas from their childhood, the odds that they played Habbo Hotel are pretty big. Pretty big, especially from Brazil and Portugal. For some reason. Especially remind me, have you seen the Chainsaw Man movie? I have not. I don't know that much about Chainsaw Man. I don't think I even watched the anime itself. So no, I have not. I should. I want to watch anime movies on the cinema. Okay, let me just change something really quickly. I think this is pissing me off. All right. Actually, wait. All right. I fixed it. Okay, that was weird. All right. Okay. Okay. Like the first season, I saw a little bit of what the show is about, so I feel like I'll enjoy it. I just haven't divin? That's not even a word. I haven't dived deep. What is that? How to divin? I have not took the dive. Dived? I have not dived in. That's the word I want. Yes? Dove? No. Oh, God. Grammar! My worst nightmare! I don't want a lot for Christmas. No. Shut up. Shut up, Rue. Shut up. No, don't bring her back. Don't summon her. Dove in. Dove in. Went deep. Tenses are too confusing. They're already confusing enough in my language. Imagine trying to figure out how to say them in another language. It's kind of too much. It's a miracle I know English. Bare English. That's good enough. That unleash that evil upon us. I shall not. No, I resisted this year. For now. But I am really excited for Christmas. I have a plan to bring whimsy back to Christmas. I'm gonna buy a new Christmas tree for the first time in over 15 years, maybe more. And I decided I think I'm gonna get both my mom and my dad an advent calendar, because I found on Amazon one advent calendar that's like a survival kit. So you get those like little knife thingies and ropes and whatever those little gimmicks are. And my dad kind of like, why am I? Stop doing that. Stop going deadpan every 5 seconds, dude. The fuck? Okay. So I'm thinking of getting that one for my dad. Because he's got the survival kit. Tism. He hates it when I call it Tism. But I'm like, Father, you 100% have something on the spectrum. Like, I've seen the bullshit you do. But he, for some reason, really likes survival kit stuff. So I'm like, I think I might get him one that's like that. And for my mom, I think I'm gonna get her one of those, you know those metal wire-looking puzzles that you're supposed to, like, untangle? For some reason, she also really likes that. So I'm thinking of getting one for each of them and calling them every day to check if they opened it. My dad, I can just pop in and see if he opened it. My mom, I probably need to call her. And hopefully try and bring a little bit of whimsy Christmas spirit back. Artificial or real tree? We don't really have, well, not that I know of, the tradition of getting real trees here in Portugal. At least if we do, I've never seen it. But it's always artificial trees. Debating maybe getting one of the white ones. Hee. Can I ask you not to summon another demon in my house? No, I probably will. Sorry. I played Habbo, but I had played Gaia Online. Funnily enough, I never played Gaia Online. Online games were complicated for me. I remember one of those being on one for booze. I saw a vodka advent calendar, and I was tempted. Not gonna lie, I was tempted. I was tempted. Can't blame him. Survival things be cool as fuck. No. Listen. You don't understand. This man has way too much of those kinds of things. Do you know just how many tactical lanterns this man has? Do you know how many he actually uses? None. Not during the when the lights went out in Portugal and Spain. He looked so smug when he brought me a bunch of those stupid lanterns. It was like, yeah. Who's wasting money on buying these now, huh, child? I was like, Dad, this is a one-time only thing. Shut up! It doesn't justify you spending so much money and so many lanterns. Shut up. There are no trees in Portugal. No, we don't have those. We do have trees. I just don't think I've ever met anyone who bought a real tree for Christmas. I hate 2 whole advent calendars on Christmas. Okay, listen. I don't think I'm gonna get a chocolate one because those are always disappointing and I always hate the chocolate in them. I don't know what to buy for me, actually. I really want to get an advent calendar this year, but I have no idea what to get. I saw one that is a tea one, and I was like, oh, that's really old lady of me if I got a tea advent calendar, different tea every day. But I looked around and I couldn't find anything else that interested me. Because, I don't know, there aren't any that are super, good for me. Plastic trees are good enough. Exactly. It's gonna happen again. Oh yeah, 100% it's gonna happen again. I'm making sure that my Switch has been charged every day so that I can use it when the time comes. Yeah. I got no diff by her dad peak cinema. He collects them like you collect plushies. That, and he also collects guns. But not real guns. Replica guns. That are... I'm not sure if they're airsoft or if they're just decor. But I'm always like, that looks mighty concerning. But okay, whatever. Get a Jack's calendar. Oh yeah? Yeah? Give me a link. Give me a link for that. You think one exists? Exactly. Exactly. You guys don't understand. I've searched for calendars of like things that interest me. I searched for a One Piece one, but you could see like what things it brought, and I was like, I don't like this. I don't want stationery, I guess. It's really hard to find decent ones. A gun, but safe. Yes. Not Nerf guns. Closer to airsofts, I guess. BB guns, something like that. I think it has some of those too. Did you enjoy Halloween? I had a lot of fun on Halloween. Thank you for asking. I hope you guys enjoyed Halloween with us yesterday. If you're asking about like real Halloween, oh, I fucking hate Halloween. I don't leave the house. The decommissioned ones. I don't know. You're asking too many questions. All I know is that they look like guns, but they're not really guns. Is before doing a calendar thing again this year? God, no, I hope not. Jesus fucking Christ, please never ask me to do something like that again. God, I hope not. But, I don't like Halloween, but for Halloween we did our collab yesterday. That was a lot of fun. I was not expecting that game to be so much fun. I can't believe I doubted Alias. But Monster Problem is a lot of fun. I kind of really, maybe on Twitch discreetly, I might just go through it by myself because now I want to see different endings and what else I can do. I'm like, But the game was so much fun. Not at all what I was expecting. The jokes this game had, holy shit, we were struggling to be normal people playing that game. I think that was the most Lunalia game ever, and we only decided to play it like really last minute. Not everybody was gonna make it, but we ended up all being able to join. It was very interesting. The game immediately starts off with, here's cocaine, here's a dildo, here's like genocide. I was like, all right, what kind of game is this? What about this guy in Kenny? Ooh, I haven't gone shopping yet, but I will, because that is gonna be there for a few days now. Have trick-or-treaters. I've heard a lot of people saying that. I've heard a lot of people on social media be like, where are the trick-or-treaters? Halloween is dead. We saw no kids around the block doing trick-or-treat. I want you to know that that's an incredibly North American thing, I'd say. Because, like, we never had that here. If anybody came into my building, knocked on my door, somehow got into the building, God forbid, and then went into my door, knocked on my door and expected candy, no. And the only time I tried to do that when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, me and my friend tried to do it because we wanted to be, feel like Americans. And we knocked on people's doors and people just stared at us like, what do you want? And my friend had to, you know, do the awkward thing of explaining what we're doing. Of like, oh, we're knocking on people's doors because it's Halloween to see if people give us candy. And I remember distinctly a woman being like, oh, I don't have anything like that. I have some pieces of fruit if you want. And we left. And that was the most embarrassing display I've ever done in my life. It was horrible. It is a very American thing, yeah. It's dangerous nowadays. I feel like it's always been dangerous, maybe. There was no one here because it was raining like there was no tomorrow. That too, but it's always raining on Halloween time, so... eh. So the kids, go to your house and touch grass. No, fuck off. American weeaboo, very much. Kinda cringe. Very cringe. It was so bad. Anyone was giving out candy this year. Really? Huh. Interesting. Good day, Doc. Hi, welcome. Acting like beggars from the Victorian era for that free fruit. Hello, madam. Could we have a piece of fruit, please? Just a piece of fruit, please. We are hungry. Candy corn isn't that bad. I have never eaten candy corn. Again, American. Don't know what that tastes like. Does it taste like corn? Does it taste like sugar? I don't know. Most people take their kids to trunk or treat instead. You go to a parking of a church or a local business, and there's usually police present. Oh. Okay. I guess that works. My niece did some trick-or-treating on her apartment building. Oh, I guess it also depends on the kind of people living in that place. Because, you know, my building does not really have kids, I think. And no, it's just not it's a cultural thing. Even if this building had children, I'm thinking of my neighbors, right? So to one side, I have an old man who had really bad hearing, and I doubt he would know what the fuck was happening. On the other side, I have a couple that I never see. They're worse than me when it comes to not leaving the house, and I'm pretty sure they're part of some kind of religious cult. So, we have something similar that is traditional here that isn't Halloween, but it's the same as going trick-or-treating, but that's on the 1st of November, where children go do, what is it? Bread for God. Something like that. And people give them not candy, but like, I guess traditional sweets, I can't speak too much about it because it's not my thing. But yeah, I suppose it's a similar concept, just it's on during the day, I think, in the morning of the 1st, because the 1st is, oh shit, how do I say that in English? Dia Todos Santos. Day of All Saints? It's a religious holiday, pretty much. So it's very much, again, my country is very rooted in religion, so a lot of our holidays and a lot of things are very much religious, I guess, even if people aren't inherently religious. So canonically you live in an asylum? Kinda, not gonna lie, yeah. It's essentially coming from the same tradition, just done very differently, I'd say. Yeah. Pomegranate is great. Chestnuts. Chestnuts beats chocolate. That's valid. Same shit in my country too. That's valid. See, I never went to do that. I guess it was just not a thing in my area or my family, but I guess people do get candy. Get food. Not me. I only get secondhand embarrassment and firsthand embarrassment when I tried to do that. Now I'm too old. You know what I do to celebrate? I turn off my lights. I look into my window. I look outside to the street and I mutter to myself how much I want those children to go back to their fucking homes and do their homework. That's how I celebrate. Because in here, I wouldn't call it a tradition, but it's just so fucking annoying. They get those little things that make noise, those little bang. I don't know what those are called. Things that you throw to the ground and they make a loud noise. They get those. They put flour everywhere. They walk around with their stupid costumes that are far too slutty for their ages. That's just a bunch of kids. They go around committing acts of vandalism in like groups with like black masks over their faces. Like, that's kind of fucked up. Get out. I am the Squidward meme. I am. Snap and Pops. I like the name of that. Poppers, Stalinge, Firecrackers would be maybe the correct one here. Yeah. So like, I really don't like loud noises, popping noises. So, stuff like fireworks, gun noises, and firecrackers. Those kinds of like popping, really aggressive, loud noises. Just leave me distraught. When I go to see fireworks, I put those little earbud thingies to like soften the blow of it. So when I'm sitting at home in the peace and quiet of my humble abode and a bunch of stupid kids outside start popping those, yeah, I'm gonna be upset. Yeah. And if I lived in the first floor in a little one of those houses, just a house, not a building, I would be opening my window and being like, get the fuck out of here. Go back to your homes. Do your homework. Something like that. I can't wait to be like 70. I'm so ready to be an old woman. I'm so ready. Noise canceling headphones for those kinds of events. Those are also really good. I also have some. I find the earbuds more practical because I can put them on and off discreetly for some sort of events. That way it doesn't feel weird. Like if I have to go to a concert that has really loud music, I can put those gently. Because maybe troublemakers, oh, they are too. Get off my damn lawn. I can't wait to have a lawn so I can annoy people to leave it. Nova, you'll hate 4th of July in the US. Oh, I do not like it. No, I don't remember. Was AX that year, 4th of July? It was messing with me hearing so many popping noises in America and being like, I can't tell if that's fireworks or if that's a gun. Like in here, I know for a fact that most times, 90% of the time, if I hear a popping noise, it's fireworks or firecrackers. In America, I was like, ha, 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 this could be again! I'm gonna die! This is it! So you don't gotta worry about the neighborhood being almost burned down because half of the area around you bought hell illegal fireworks. Oh, we also have the illegal fireworks, you know, that kind of stuff. Life I'm unpacking! The move was safe. I'm so glad. Oh my god, please relax on the floor if you don't have like furniture set up yet to rest on. First trips are arriving and unpacking from lovers. Please rest. I love you, baby. I'm so glad for you. You deserve this house so bad. It's around AX is always during 4th of July. I think y'all were freaking out outside of the Korean barbecue place. Oh, I think it was the entire walk there. The walk there because someone, I don't remember who of the senseis, was like, yeah, we can walk to the place we're eating. And it turns out it was like a bunch of blocks away. So we just kept going, yeah, are we there yet? Because yeah, it was leading the way. And we were all like, are we there yet? Yeah. She's like, just around the corner. And every time we turned a corner or crossed the road, she was like, just another one. I'm like, we could have taken an Uber. We really could have taken an Uber. Why are we walking? And the entire walk, we kept hearing like, pa, pa. And I was like, am I gonna die? Was my dad correct? Is America that scary that someone is gonna show up, shoot me for no reason, and I'm dead? Is this it? Is this it? But then we got drunk, so it's fine. Yet again, Yae was also the reason I got drunk. Never drink next to Yae. And somehow that fixed everything. Your cozy wozy bulletproof padding. Mom, are we there yet? I did floor pizza. That's the classic. It's like one, I don't know. It was long. Funny story. Yeah, I told us she got lost leading you guys for 10 minutes. Wait, she never said this. I never knew that. You're telling me maybe the place wasn't that far. Yeah, it was just lost. Wait, I kind of like that. That's incredible. Physically there at AX. Not this year. The year before. I think everybody knows that. Yeah, I kept passing the shot glassings. Yeah. My mistake. It was my mistake for leaving my little shot glass to my left where Yaya was sitting, and every time I turned to my right to talk to people and I looked back left, my glass was filled already, and so was hers, and she was like, "Kanpai." And I was like, ma'am, from now on I'm only sitting like facing her. Next time we are in a situation where we're all together, I refuse to sit like next to her. She needs to be in my field of vision the entire time. String STI when her Kagoshima Hokina will provide ample support. True. Giri Giri GPS back at it again. So it's coming from you because you did the same to my soju. Yeah, and you didn't drink it. You coward. Yeah. Huh? I was also, yeah, I learned from the best. I was like, I'm not going down this ship by myself. If I'm gonna get wasted, so will everybody in my vicinity. God, it makes pretty neat if you leave in the middle of nowhere. No one around to bother you. No one around to hear the screams. Yeah, that sounds fun. Even if she is across from you, I bet she could still sleep you some more. Oh, probably 100% she could. Yeah. V4 happy hour temper. I'm still waiting for V4 happy hour for all of the gens that haven't experienced V4 happy hour. That's me. That's me. I really want to see Rem drunk. I really want to be drunk with Rem. So, yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the opportunity. God. Company mandated day drinking. Jam drunk times are peak times. I agree. I agree. Unlocking Rem's Giza power. I thought Lunalia took part in the happy hour event. No, we were not debuted yet. We were sitting back, watching everything happen. We were like, damn. Our senpais are pretty metal to be doing this, huh? They wish we were debuted, because that would mean they had to stream less days a week and get drunk less days a week, because it would be more evenly spread out, I think. Unfortunately, we weren't yet, no. Maybe one day. It was 6 people, 2 weeks, and my liver's dead. Yeah. How many of us are there? Well, there's definitely more than 6 people now. Hasn't even drink? Yeah, that's valid. Not everybody wants to drink, so. Lunalia drunk stream Doko? You wish. Have you seen... No. Have you seen Lunalia sober? So far, most of our collabs have managed to survive and are still not demonetized. If we ever did a drunk collab, even better, a drunk off collab, I don't think the world is ready for that. I feel like that would be bad. In many levels, that would be really bad. Like, I have a feeling it would not be a good situation. I put a jack-o'-lantern bucket on my table by my front door. Put 2 rocks in it so the wind wouldn't take it. But when I came out later to take it back inside, the bucket was there, but the rocks were missing. Who the fuck steals rocks? I feel like someone maybe thought they were like the candy. They were rock candy or something. I'm so sorry. You lost 2 rocks. Drinking and driving stream part 2. Let's fucking go! Hell yeah! Oh, wait. I can one-up that. Make it competitive. So, drinking and driving, but it's Mario Kart and it's a tournament with, like, I don't know, say 5 people or so. We're all drunk. We're all, competing. Yeah. Okay, Lunatics, tonight we're destroying the world. Okay, Lunatics, tonight we're gonna do all of the jokes that we are not allowed to do usually. Maybe it's a situation where the drink fixes whatever is wrong in the first place. I wish. Collab drinking stream. I have to stream it on a different site because it won't survive on YouTube or Twitch. Twitter? Hello? Oh god. Yeah, it would be something. Who would be the one to get the stream demonetized the most though? Me? Maybe Rem? Or maybe Yumi. What's the difference between collab and off collab? Well, a normal collab would mean we just talk shit. An off collab means I can physically be groping and sexually harassing my gen mates. And vice versa. So... So... Tonight, Lunatics is still the moon! The Drunk Euro Truck Simulator Tournament. That would be kind of sick. Yumi, you guys think Yumi would be the one? Drunk Ram is unhinged. I feel like Ram would say something a bit unhinged. Yumi would go off on a tangent about something incredibly inappropriate, maybe. Off the rails collab? Literally, because we can't drive. You would? Consensually, of course, yeah. The toucher, the flasher, or the birther? Oh my god. Doc, you're going to jail? No. They would like it. So much for being say-so. I mean, can you blame me? Have you seen the girls? Yeah, they're very gropable. Can anyone in Lunalia drive? I have a driver's license. Does Alias have one? Well, doesn't Yumi have a motorcycle license, maybe? I don't remember if Ram does, actually. I think. It involves all of the gens. It's between... Oh, no. If it involves all of the gens, it's either Serena or Poma. Mark my words. Now I see why she's in a straight jacket. Yeah, it's to stop me from touching people. You're sure Yumi and Elise do? Yeah. I think Ram said she did have one, just doesn't drive. So is Ram like me then? I think so. Yeah. So you got 2 people in Lunalia that do drive and if need be can drive. And then you have the other 2 who have a driver's license and refuse to drive. An emotional drunk. Yumi an angry drunk. Alice would be a lovey, clingy drunk. And Doc is a yapper and a groper. I like this hit cannon. Little Sarah, I think Poma could be able to hold it in. I think it depends. If they're together, I don't think she would. A drunk Poma would be great. For a minute, still no games. Oh yeah, you're right. I chose games, but no games. Would you rather? I fucking hate that shit, man. Every time Shorts decides to give me the stupid would you rather unlimited bacon but no games, or unlimited games but no games? Every time I see that shit, it kills me. Both touchers can drive. They're gonna get away somehow. They're gonna get away somehow. I mean, of course. Do you think any of us can run? Hell nah. Unlimited bacon or no games. I would pick unlimited games, but no games. Actually, I feel like that's a pretty good trade-off. But you're so right. We are going to talk about video games today. I was just trying to see if I could turn the conversation in a way where I could do a little switcheroo, but it turns out I'm not that good of a streamer because I couldn't think of anything and I got even more distracted. I kept like distracting myself. So I tried. Anyway, games, am I right, fellas? Would you rather have unlimited games? Speaking of games, today's stream is about games. Oh man, I am a professional streamer hired for a company. God. Seem unplayed games are all from one humble bundles. Good. Ooh, Jingle's keys. You're right. I need to get keys to Jingle. Wow, it's not forced segue. Fuck off. This was very smooth. I'm very good at this. This stream is sponsored by Games at the Games. It is not. No. So here you go. This is let's segue into the stream topic so that I am not accused of being a liar and a clickbaiter. I may be a baiter. I am not a clickbaiter. So am I? So let me so why are we doing the stream today? Because there's a trend on Twitter. To everybody who's not on Twitter, you're learning about this now. There's a trend on Twitter. Another one. There are so many trends happening on Twitter every day. And this is one of them. It's called 10 games to get to know me. But I'm stupid. And I kept seeing those fucking... Keep seeing the trend, people posting their versions. And I couldn't figure out if people are posting their favorite games or if people are posting games that define them in the long time and all of that. And I decided, okay, my 10 games are 10 games that are canon events in my life and that ultimately led to my existence being the way that I am. Doesn't mean that these are good games or that I like all of these games or that I even play any of these games. They're just canon events. And as I was doing this list, I was like, wait, there are way more. I have an ungodly amount of canon event-ish games. And then I kind of just started collecting a bunch of games I haven't seen in a long time, but were games I used to play a lot. So now you have a bunch of games. We're just gonna talk about games that I played. Because I'm very young. Everybody who's not on Twitter, I envy you. Yeah, me too. To everybody who's here and is genuinely not on Twitter, I don't know how you do that. I wish I could be like you, very honestly. I wish. But my curiosity is way bigger. There's 11. puts 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I'm glad. Wow, no one on Twitter let me know that. Remember, everybody, I can't count. I don't do math. So, that's 10. Yeah. Oh, God. Like, I genuinely thought you put 11 intentionally. Yes. I put 11 games intentionally. Yep. I did that. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, sorry. VTuber math be like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Games. 10 games. 11 games. It's just games. So these are like really hard. These were really hard to pick. And I have way more. I feel like some of these are not, this game is a canon event. It's more of a, this game is a folder of canon events together. Okay? And this is like the most odd collection of games the more I look at it, and I feel like I need to justify myself for a few, so I have a little thing with all of the honorable mentions too. I have so many, but I didn't order them, so I don't really know how to go about doing this. I have so many, and how many layers did I put in this program? I have to go back to Baldi's basics to define your math. No! No! I refuse! I refuse! I hate Baldi's basics. I want to finish the game. But I hate Baldi's basics. No! She corpse on my party till I... See, somehow you made that into a scat fetish by accident. I'm weirdly proud of you for that. Twilight fucking hell. Oh, I read that all. Twilight Princess was your furry awakening, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. But I really like Twilight Princess. Where do I start? Should we start with Habbo Hotel? I don't know if I have them by order, so let me close this. The Twilight furry. Oh, Jacob? You mean Jacob? I mean, bam, look at this white square. White square with... Ooh, wow. I'm such a good streamer. Let's start with this one. I guess. This was yeah. Twilight Princess, either a wolf furry or have an unhealthy obsession with Midna. I really like both of the characters. I really like Midna. MS Pain toggle. It's not MS Pain. Let's all discuss Habbo Hotel, everybody. White Square is my favorite game. So is mine. Includes Twilight Princess, but not Minish Cap. I hate when you guys spoil things. I am not even done with the stream. I had to pick one Zelda only, okay? So, you better wait. Sit down and wait. So anyway. Habbo Hotel, everybody. Why is Habbo Hotel a very important game in my development? Well, Habbo Hotel is a... Does it classify as an MMORPG? Kinda. It's an online game and you can talk to other people. You're these little odd-looking characters. And you can walk around. You could. Now it's different. I'm surprised the game is still up, but it's not a hotel. It's like a world thing. And you could go around. You had your own room in the hotel. And you could go to different parts. You could go to the pool, but the pool was always closed due to something dramatic happening. It kind of is an RPG. It's more of a hyper-capitalism simulator. Yeah, you can all spend money on it. Rule of Habbo Hotel, we do not talk about the pool incident. Yeah, don't. Please don't. We're going to acknowledge the pool, or we're going to pretend that joke doesn't exist. We're going to pretend it doesn't exist. Don't talk about the pool. Whatever happened in the pool, doesn't matter. Kind of like an interactive chat room. It's kind of like online Sims. You know what? This is a Roblox before Roblox was a thing. This was Sims, but online. The thing is, at a certain point in time, this game was not really that moderated, that well moderated, you know? You could decorate your room, and that was bullshit because you needed to acquire money to buy things to decorate your room. And I didn't have money to get anything, so my room was just an empty space. And you could go to other people's rooms. You could go to the common areas. Things were decorated very aggressively. There were events. You could talk to people. This is where my problem with talking to people started. I'm not very good at talking to people online for some reason. Never have been. This game was my attempt to make friends. It did not work. It just didn't work. But I saw some things because there were people who were really creative with the way they decorated rooms, you know, and there were things that you could use to decorate your room that would give it some flair. Like, you know, you could put a little stage on your room. You could put some red lights on your room. Some nice cushioned sofas around the stage. Maybe a pool. And let's just say I didn't know what was happening. I was so young to be in this. The only reason I was in this was because my friends were playing in it, and I was like, oh, okay, should be fun. It was not fun. I saw too much. People would kick me out of rooms because I was interrupting their weird role plays. People tried to role play with me, and I was like, I don't understand. I'm like 12 or something. What the fuck? Leave me alone. When looking for e-friends, found ERP friends instead. Pretty much, yeah. The Buddhist symbols are classic in the room. That too. That was a thing too. Good thing you don't have to talk to people with your current job. That's the thing. Here's the thing. I am still equally bad as I was back then at messaging people and meeting people through message. You know, if I have to like join something with a bunch of people I don't know and talk, I'm not gonna be able to do so. If it's like talking like this, it's much easier for me. I'm gonna deeply regret what I say, but it forces me to say something and not overthink what I'm gonna say. But yeah, this was a canon event for sure. This is the type of game that when you play it, you finally understand when adults are like, oh, the internet is a dangerous place full of terrifying threats. This is what they're talking about. They mean this. Places like this. I'm sure now it has like moderation. Surely. I kind of feel like trying to play Habbo Hotel again because I found out the website is still running and it's still a thing that apparently just fell off. And the only reason I found out about this is because the official Habbo account on Twitter replied to that post. And I was like, wait, they still exist? Huh. Networking is tough. Very tough. I'm not social enough for that. I can't even do that. No. Roblox before Roblox in more than one way. Oh, yes. This is why I say it's Roblox before Roblox. For the bad parts, not for the good parts. No. Can make the lab in Habbo Hotel. You think so? It's gotten a bit worse. How much worse? I kind of want to find out. Because just there to meet friends and trade Neopets. I didn't have Neopets. Someone asked if I played any other like online-ish games or MMORPGs. I had to say that really slowly. I'm trying to find where I have that because I did. I played one game that nobody fucking knows every time I talk about it. And I have not found anybody who knows it. That, or at least that knew it back then. And I only recently found out the name again. Is Club Penguin an MMORPG? Is it? I don't know. I never played it. It's not that. Nope. It's not that. It's not Neopets. Is it Mabinogi? Don't know what that is. Nope. Can we try and guess? All right, you can try and guess. It's kind of like Habbo Hotel. It's one of those games. And it's like Club Penguin, but not really for kids. More for teens. You know? It's MMORPG-ish, I guess. No, not really. It has mini games. It had dress-up features that you could pay for more outfits. You could talk to people. Tibia? No. Pop Chopka? No. Guy Online? No. Wonderland Online? No. Mungatur? No. Wackfoot? No. Ragnarok? No. Hasbin Hotel? Also not. Facebook? No. Maple Story? No. True Life? No. Second Life? No. It was a shittier game. Think shittier, everybody. Imvu, not Imvu. I tried to join Imvu, but I couldn't really understand how the game worked. And then I found the porn stuff, and I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. Perfect World? Nope. Hotel Trivak. Toontown? Nope. Tuptak, hi, welcome. Too late Tibia. I don't know what Tibia is. It's probably a goofy flash game. It's not shittier than Second Life. Transformize, nope. Grand Chase, nope. Adventure Quest, nope. All right, I'll show it to you guys. Movie Star Planet. I remember that one. No. Okay. It's this game called Our World. It closed down. It no longer is available. It's called Our World. This is what the game looked like. I mean... My sister played this, so did I. Look at how it looks. Oh, this gave me such flashbacks when I found this image. So, this game is like Club Penguin. You know, you have different areas. You can have different areas you can walk around. Let me get a picture of like. I only found this yesterday, and because I was typing MMORPGs from like the 2000s or something to try and find it, because I had a very vivid memory of playing this, and I just didn't know the name, but I had the visuals. Oh, I had the visuals locked the fuck in my eyes. I remembered how this looked. Should I try and find a picture of the character so you can see it better, because it's so bad. So the game wasn't that bad, right? I think, oh god. The concept was that like some people took a good chunk of Earth, lifted up to the sky, and now we leave it that cool part. And the points of the game are called flow. I am accumulating flow. And then you had like paid currencies, but you also had the free currencies. Let me see if I can find an image of this that's better. Our World. And the thing is, the game had a lot. It had a lot of mini games in different areas, and each area had a NPC that had the store with like things for your outfits, which, as you can see, they're very, very good. Very good outfits. You could also pay for the outfits. That's how rich people did it. And honestly, I don't really remember more. Only thing I wanted to do was to collect outfits. I think you could also do like fashion shows and compete with other people about those. And oh god, wait, this is a horrid... This is exactly what I'm talking about. Let me show you. It's like a Newgrounds Flash game ripoff made into a dress-up game. It's definitely a mix of various of those. I mean, that's how the characters look like. Wow. And we also had this area, which was the restaurant, and you could like get food. And you also had the little text bubbles. You could work for it in this too. You have the little text bubbles, and you could talk to other people. So this was very open world-ish. So I would go into, imagine this place. I would go here in my shitty little free-to-play outfit in front of all of these people with big wings and like glowing statuses and shit, and I'd be like, hi, to try and make friends, and they would all ignore me and keep talking to each other. So I'd go to another area, and then I tried to do the same. And no one wanted to be my friend. This game sucked, but I played it for so long. It is a game made for teenagers. That's why, I mean, it's like Neopet slash... You also had dance moves you could do. Stuff like that. Yeah. Free to play live and easy in it. It's not peasant. Yeah. Did you give you shit? Oh, they wouldn't give me shit. They would just ignore me. It's very much, if you don't have the money to get with the cool kids, what the fuck are you talking to us for? Get out of here. Yeah. This was a great game. It was called Our World, and the cover for the game looks nothing like what the game looks like. You would look at this banner and be like, oh wow, that game looks interesting, I'm gonna play. And this is what you get. I was sad to find out that the game actually shut down, but they had thousands upon thousands of outfit options. So that's why I liked it, because I really like dress-up games. Pin that for later. High School Simulator, pretty much. Look at this weirdo that didn't put $50 into a socializing game. But the thing is, the reason why I played this so much, even though not being able to talk to other people because no one cared about me, is because the game had mini games, which was different compared to other of this genre. It had so many different little mini games you could play. So you had a lot to entertain yourself, even when you were being bullied by the rich kids, you know? So it's nice. It's nice to know that deceptive advertising hasn't changed. Yeah, it hasn't, huh? Yeah, that was the game, the socializing game that I played after Habbo Hotel. As you can see, second attempt did not go that well. But what about a more serious game? Some people played World of Warcraft and shit. I don't know how, but instead of finding any of the games you guys have mentioned, the ones that were more common for people, I found this. I found this game and decided I'll join and I'll play. I don't remember much, but I remember vividly playing this for long periods of time and being shit at it. Ion Online. I don't know how the fuck I came across this. I don't know anything about it these days. Heard about it, never played. I think what sold me was that the images looked really pretty, and I thought, oh, I can be a pretty lady in the game. I can have big like wings and stuff. But then like the actual gameplay didn't really look like it. I don't remember much of the game. I remember playing like the first part. Oh no, I do remember. I stopped playing this because it's always the same problem. The first few quests and things you can do to level up, you can do by yourself. But at a certain point, there was one quest that you needed to progress where you needed to join a guild, or you needed to do something in collaboration with other players. So to go kill a very specific boss that you needed to progress story-wise, you needed to find a group of people and go with them to this boss and fight. Well, if we look back to my previous attempts at interacting with people online, you could, we can see to the right, Nova is not very good at socializing, and to the left, the previous games have left her in a state that she really doesn't want to try to make friends again. So I played for as long as I could without having to do that quest, and then I stopped playing altogether. And that's the sad tale. Ion was interesting. I kind of want to go back and see what's up with it, if it's still the same. It's been so long to see it. Most difficult requirement, having friends. It's really interesting to see what Aroshi wasted her time doing. I wasted my time a lot when I was a kid. Most people in this trend focus on like console gaming, or maybe like PC gaming too. But I feel like we're all missing a big chunk of most people's lives back then, which was flash games and online shit. You know, shitty, crappy online or flash games. Of which I have many. I spend years of my life in these. The last one that had any remotely social aspect to it, I finally found a game that I've been looking for because I couldn't remember the name. I found it yesterday. It was called Die Tonight. Okay, let me explain this game to you. This is a strategy game online that is no longer available. You can't play it anymore, I think. There's like a copy or something. It's a zombie survival game where each day you would like, you can do this. You can close the gates to the city. You can plan an expedition. And then the day after, it would tell you if you died or not. And you could have like more people in your little town. And maybe die from zombies. This is such a stupid little game. It's a text-based adventure game. Yes. I don't know why I liked it so much. Project Zomboid without what do you mean without? Does Project Zomboid have Impreg? Sounds interesting for the time. It was. I had a lot of fun playing it because for the most part you really didn't need to talk to people, but you could. I think this is where I begun to only play games by myself. Those games don't leave much impression on people. That's why most people don't remember them. Well, I only started playing video games that aren't like this closer to my adult life because I was either a very specific console girly or I just didn't really have money to buy more games. So I spent a lot of time playing anything and everything that was free online. My favorite flavor of video game was free. So those made a very lasting impression on me. I still love zombies. This is why. Like Clash Royale. Let's see. What else do I have? Okay, that one and that one. Oh. Since we're talking about like online Flash adjacent games and all of that. Let me put these two here. So I've only put one of these in the list because this bitch is the most iconic of them. I need to make a confession. I probably put as many, if not way more hours into dress-up games when I was younger. And by younger, I mean up to my late teens. Playing these games. I have probably as many hours as I have in Elden Ring and every other game we've played so far. I used to play a lot of dress-up games. And listen, they are very important to me. Trust me. Girls Go Games these days is bad. It's a bunch of those weird, creepy, Elsie's pregnant and you need to help her type of games. But back in my day, we had cool dress-up games, okay? This Sue one is a Korean game that was everywhere. It has such a specific style, and I remember all of them so vividly. So vividly. Fucking Girls Go Games, I was forced to play dress-up games with my sisters. Good. But like, if I hadn't spent as much time as I did playing these dress-up games, I can assure you, I would not have gone down the path that led me to become Nova. I can 100% guaranteed tell you that. I had, what's it called? I have a drive, an external drive that I think is broken because I let it fall a bunch of times and it didn't turn on anymore. But I'll fix that one day. That has one folder with thousands, not hundreds, thousands of screenshots of characters I would dress up in these games, and I would decide, you are now an OC, and you make total sense in this story. I would finish dressing up the characters in the little games, and then I would do that thing where you stare into your screen, not saying anything, not touching anything, developing mental stories for these characters that I was just making them. And yeah. And I have thousands. I will try to recover that drive one day, because I had thousands of screenshots of these games. And I'd be like, and this character is a princess, and this one is her sister, and that one is a witch. And they're all in this universe, and there's a war, and this is the warrior that's gonna save them. So it's like, instead of playing with dolls, you're playing with these. It was so stupid. God, I dedicated so long to these. Like, an ungodly amount of hours to this. If back then we had Steam and Girls Go Games was part of Steam, I fear how many hours I would have put into this. Because I would play these during summer vacation for so many hours per day. Dress up to Stockholm Human Fugitive Pipeline is real. Yeah, Heights, I'm seeing which events were canon events, but it wasn't apparent at the time. Yeah. When I started making this list, I was like, oh, what were the games that were my canon events? I'm like, I started deep diving into these. But yeah. Were they all Mary Sue's? I don't remember. But probably. Imagination is powerful, very much. So that drive is basically like peering into the depths of your mind. Pretty much. I'm not sure how my parents never knew something was wrong with me when they would find me for hours on end looking at my screen, not talking, and then occasionally going, haha, oh. Because I'm having a whole story in my brain and I'm reacting to it in real time. When I see a stream of your OC crazy stories, I bet if I ever manage to recover that drive and find these screenshots, we can go through them together. I know it's gonna be bad, and I already know their names are going to be ridiculous. I think I've always been bad at naming things. So I feel like most of my characters have like the same few names. Mary Sue with the brackets. Until Nova verse try. So I did tell Doc that we are all characters that her imagination created. Shut up! No, you're not. Shut up! I'd like to give an honorable mention in the list of canon event games, because when I think back, what games was I playing back in like middle school? This motherfucker is the first thing that comes to my mind. I wouldn't say this game impacted my life at all, but I can tell you for sure that this stupid ass game was everywhere for at least one entire year of middle school. Everybody was playing this. Everybody was in the school computers playing this at all times. And I was at home sitting being like, I wanna do the perfect cocktail. I wanna win this game. It's stupid, but it's fun. This game is a lot of fun. I kind of want to go play it again. We should do a stream playing this, maybe. God, this one is so old. Seeing that stupid man's face immediately brings back memories. So yeah, not really a canon event, but I wanted to talk about this game because God, this game. Our school computers had hacked Minecraft and Counter-Strike. What? Our school computers were heavily monitored at some point, so you could play games in them, but you could only play like specific websites that had like educational games or like safe games, like cool math games type deal, you know? And this game was part of those, so. Another game I had in the list, I think, was Hapland. I feel like we've played Hapland back closer to when I debuted. It's been a long time since I played this game again, but we never finished it. I think. Oh my god. You don't know how many stupid hours I have on this game. This game brings me so much PTSD of trying to beat this for days on end in like middle school too. I think because of this game, single-handedly because of this game, I got into puzzle games. Don't you dare diss on coolmathgames.com. Yes, I will. They didn't have that many cool games. They weren't that cool. Yeah. Yeah, we played a year ago. God, it's been a year already? I don't think we finished it, did we? In fact, I don't think we finished this specific level. I remember we finished one. Maybe not this one. And I had a weird council of kids that made sure to maintain the games on our school computers. What? From time to time, someone would uninstall them and the council would reinstall them later. Ah. Let's go into puzzle games. I mean, that's pretty impactful. Yeah, I feel like because of... I really like puzzle games. There's a game that I never finished, game 1, that I really like called The Talos Principle, which is puzzle game. Doesn't look like this, but I feel like it's a similar kind of vibe. So yeah, I only started playing more of this kind of game, puzzle games, because I was playing this for so many hours as a kid and failing miserably. I think I also managed to have my mom play these. She's not a gamer. I mean, she did like to play Tomb Raider. But I remember forcing my mom to play this with me, and she would be equally confused. But then she would solve it and not tell me. And she'd be like, oh no, I think I know what the solution is. I'm just waiting for you to figure it out. And I'm like, I brought you here to fix this for me because I'm stupid. What do you mean you're trying to give me a lesson? What? They were only cool because at the time we were dealing with history and math. Exactly. It broke you and you stopped playing. Ah. Well, oops. Baba, is you gathering dust in a corner? Okay, listen. Listen, I can't play puzzle games on stream. Because then I get self-conscious when I take too long to solve things. I play these in the comfort of my own time and space. So that no one sees how long it actually takes me to beat things. Shut up. Shut up. I don't have a picture of it here, but I think we should also give an honorable mention to Cut the Rope, because that's also a puzzle-ish type of game that everybody played during one specific time. Yeah, but I love puzzle games. God. One day we will see Baba again. No. Baba's performance anxiety. Shut up. What was a puzzle game that we played on stream? Portal. Well, we didn't do too badly with Portal, did we? I don't think so. Baba's great drove me to tears. Also, gameplay with Nova experience. Be like, Nova, that piece is right there. How do you not see it? Yeah, every time we play a puzzle game on stream, and I take a little bit longer than what chat considers to be a normal amount of time for a normal person, the entirety of chat just goes, she's joking, right? This is a joke. She's playing it up, right? She knows the answer and she's just messing with us, right? Right? Fuck you. Fuck you. Where's my water? Where's my water? Where's my puzzle game? Oh, I don't know that one. I thought you were going to talk about Water Girl and Fire Boy. That was also a pretty iconic game. Didn't play it much, but it was an iconic game. Actually, I did this when I was out of the womb. She's so above average. Yes, I am. Good bit, Doc. Shut the fuck up. And also an honorable mention to this specific games. Along with all of the Cartoon Network games in general. But these, oh my god, I was so traumatized playing this. I feel like this is one of my first traumas with horror games when I was a kid. Specifically the Creep TV. I saw a gameplay video of it recently just to jog my brain a bit, and I'm like, oh god, I was terrified of the chase scene in this, wasn't I? I was terrified of the little ghost thing. I miss the Cartoon Network Flash games. I used to play them for so many hours on end. I loved Cartoon Network. But my boy Courage the Cowardly Dog, I love these games. They were a lot of fun. They're very RPG Maker looking at, but online. So, those are nice. I don't know what the next one is. I'm looking at it. I have no idea what kind of game that is gonna be. But I think we're out of the realm of online Flash games. These are classic. They are. Get the part where Doc justifies playing Genshin Impact. It will take a while. Don't worry. I can explain it. We'll get to it at some point later on, I think. I'm trying to find it. I don't know where it is, but at some point, surely. Oh. Yeah, I didn't include these in the original one, but how do I explain this? I realized I've been playing since I was very young an ungodly amount of shitty looking Harry Potter games. A ridiculous amount. I didn't include them in the list, but you know, they did something to my brain because I have Harry Potter for the PC, I have Harry Potter for the PSP, and I also have Harry Potter for the Game Boy Advance. One of those certainly messed with me. This game is so bad in a good way. There's a YouTuber that I watched him play a lot of these games, the old Harry Potter games, called Call Me Kevin. He's played a lot of those. And I wanted to like jog my memory of this one and see what the others look like. So I watched his his playthrough of these. These games are hilarious, man. The models are so bad. No Hagrid PS1. I didn't have a PS1. God, these games are so bad. But I played them for so many hours. I was so invested in them. Chamber of Secrets for Game Boy Advance is unironically a golly RPG. I don't have the Chamber of Secrets. I have the Prisoner of Azkaban. I don't remember if it was a good one, but it was an interesting RPG. But this in specific, okay? This game had a very specific mechanic that to use certain spells and to learn certain spells, you had to trace over these little shape thingies. However, this is having a tablet to do these. You do this with your mouse, and every fucking time, they keep getting worse too, more complex. I could never get these right, because you need to be so still doing these, and there's a limit to how much you can be outside of this little gray area. It would have been better for the DS. This for the DS? Oh, great. We should do it. 100%. Let's go. This for the PC with shitty and stable mouse? Fuck that, man. This was so horrible. When I think back to this game, I remember anger. I remember anger, you know? I have quite a few games that taught me what rage and rage quitting was. This game is one of them, and specifically because of the spell thing. Good memories, great times. Oh, there's also the PSP one. I just wanted to show you the models of those because I have Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix for the PSP too. And I just want you to look at how beautiful they look. Ron, why do you look like that? Oh, God. This game was super hard. I hated it. Oh, man. Hermione, your posture. Harry, why do you look so congested, you know? It's so bad. The haircut of the time. Beans! Yes! Yes! Oh my god, thank you! In this specific game too, like Goblet of Fire, especially at the start, Especially at the start. The beginning sequence of this game for the PSP is when they're at a Quidditch game and the Death Eaters attack and there's fire. So the first parts, it's just you like running around and doing things. And for some reason, every time they collect a magic bean, which is just a collectible for things they can use later in the game, Ron has a voice line where he just goes, beans, or alternatively, a bean. So you spend the first part of the game running around for your life while Ron is just yelling, a bean, a beans, all the time. And I think I booted up the game not too long ago out of curiosity. And I remember being like, oh, this is peak comedy. I wish I could show you this. It's so bad. I definitely recommend watching Call Me Kevin because I think he played this game and the same happened, so you can totally see what I'm talking about. It's so good. These games are a relic of their time. A shitty one, but... And this is the game that I was thinking of. Is this the game you guys were talking about RPG-wise? The Game Boy Advance, Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban. This is the first console video game I ever played, actually. Because my first console ever was a Game Boy Advance, Special Edition, Legend of Zelda. It's golden and it's really pretty. And the first two games that I got from my parents for this console were the one that came with the console, which is Minish Cap, Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, and they bought me this game too. So, I was like, oh, I don't know Minish Cap. It looks fun, but I'm gonna play the one from Harry Potter, which I know, first. So this is the first console game I ever played, ladies and gentlemen. It went all downhill from here. This game is unironically hard, by the way. Like, yeah. Is the game kind of shitty? Yeah. This game is actually challenging. I was too young and couldn't beat some of the battles in this. I would cry because I was like, what, 10 maybe? I don't remember. I was young, maybe 8 years old. I don't remember when I got this. But it was actually hard. I had to be like, Mom, I don't know how to beat this level. Can you play it for me? And I always had to have her solve things for me. Also, back then, most of these games only had a few default default languages. It was usually like either Japanese or Chinese, Italian, Spanish, or English. I didn't know neither of these. So I think I played this game in Spanish because it was the closest thing. And somehow I could figure it out. And I'd have to occasionally ask my mom, what the fuck were they asking me? And then Minish Cap, I think I accidentally put it in English. I was a kid. I didn't know English very well. So I never knew exactly what I was doing for most of that game. I was just following my intuition. But yeah, this game is not good. But it made me buy more Game Boy Advance games. I was like, oh, this is interesting. What else is there? Which led me to buy stuff like Garfield, Tom and Jerry, The Incredibles, all for the Game Boy Advance. Talking ESL, but in Spanish. Yeah. Here's the other Game Boy pick that I could have, that I could put in, Coach. Yeah. Okay. But I guess this is a canon event of everybody experiencing Pokemon. I did play Pokemon Leaf Green. Not sure if before or after Emerald. But this is the one Pokemon game that I actually tried to finish. And by the time I was playing Emerald, I knew enough English to play it. The Lost Media for Game Boy. Yes, the Lost Media for Game Boy is incredibly big. I have so many weird niche games for it too. Rayquaza, my goat, I agree. Oh yeah, I always pronounce it wrong. It's Rayquaza, right? I've always said Rayquaza. It was birthed in the Pokemon craze. Mine was red and was always have a special place in my heart. Ah, I'm between this one and Leaf Green, I think. The games being our main language education. No, but for real, I think I've mentioned this before, but at some point when I was learning English, I thought I was so smart because I roll up to class when we were learning how to say boy, girl, and those kinds of words. And I roll up thinking that I'm so smart because I'm like, there's 2 different ways of saying girl in English. The one you're teaching us, girl, and also girl. And my teacher's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, because in my games that I play that are in English and that teach me English, there's this word, girl, and that's how you say girl. And my teacher was like, buddy, I have news for you. Because to me, you would write the word the same way that you say it. So to me, girl would have to be like G. So a U maybe. Goo, girl, something like that. When I saw it written as girl, I thought it would be read as girl, because I here is read as E. So, girl. And my teacher was so confused by me. I've never felt so embarrassed. Being like, ah, so the word I've been reading is girl. Oh, another way, which is hurl, just hurl. It was really bad. Because, listen, give me a break. When you're a child learning the alphabet, I thought that was correct. Leave me alone. But honestly, these games and them not being available in my language helped me learn English way better, in my opinion. I think a lot of kids these days don't have that, and that's kind of fucked up. But yeah, Pokemon Emerald is really good. Best Girdle. Oh. Okay. It's here. Let's talk about this motherfucker. I need to. Alright. Let's discuss Winnie the Pooh's Rumbly Tumbly Adventure for Game Boy Advance. Right? Right? You can play PS2 games, so there was no voice acting. I didn't have a PS2. Okay, let me talk about this. And why this game even made it to the list. This game is a canon event. Because this is one of the first games that I bought for the Game Boy after those initial 2. Again, I was a kid. So when you're a kid and you like Winnie the Pooh, obviously when you see a Winnie the Pooh game, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I wanna play Winnie the Pooh game, mama. And mama is gotta be like, sure, of course, Winnie the Pooh is perfect for kids. This game, surely nothing will go wrong. Tell me why this stupid little game was the hardest challenge of my life back then. Tell me why is the game so fucking hard to beat a lot of the challenges? And second, why did this game instill in me fear of chase sequences? It's from this motherfucker. This is the cause for me being so afraid of chase sequences. You know why? Because what I remember from the plot of this game is that the effalumps, which if you don't know what an effalump is for Winnie the Pooh, I'm not going to be the one explaining it to you. Google it. But we don't like the effalumps, okay? The effalumps are in the general area and they're bad and you have to run away from them. And they're mean. And the way this game worked was, if you went into an area that was still ridden with the effalumps, you had to go around and try to pop a very specific shining balloon, and that would get rid of the effalumps. Right? Right? The thing is, every time you entered an area with effalumps, a very specific stress-inducing song would start playing in this otherwise totally kid-friendly game. A song that immediately instilled stress on you because you're like, oh no, something bad is happening, and you're being chased down by these things. It's kind of stealth, yeah, but also chase sequence. And when you're a kid and you're like, oh my god, I love Winnie the Pooh, that is not what you're expecting, okay? This game is not for children. I was severely traumatized by this motherfucker when I was a kid, okay? Winnie the Pooh stream coming with sudden shift into thriller. Yes, because a lot of these games like are old, I went to search them online just to see what they looked like. And I found a video of gameplay of this game. And as soon as the music for that chase part of the game started playing, my entire body shook. I was like, oh god, no, 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 no. And the challenges were so hard for a little kid. So yeah, you know what? This game shaped my very core. I now am severely afraid of effalumps and of things chasing me down. This is the first Outlast before Outlast, okay? This is as bad as Outlast chase sequences. A very big canon event. I still played it though. I would just play it really stressed. Like, right now, when I play games and there's a chase sequence, I shake. I very visibly, like, my hands shake, and that's why I panic click on a lot of things. This was the first time that happened. I was playing this shit on my little Game Boy, and I would start shaking of fear of this stupid Winnie the Pooh game. Like, aggressively panicking. It was bad. I don't think this game is exactly the cause of me biting the console. That was rage. That's different. Yeah, different things. Don't worry about it. The Peen Bros existed in Winnie the Pooh. They did. They did. Winnie the Pooh gave you PTSD. It did. And now it's... I think Winnie the Pooh is public domain now, isn't it? Did you just say biting the console? Don't worry about it. What is the next one? Oh yeah. See? I included it. Okay? I only had 10 slots. I had to pick one singular Zelda game. Because I am a big Zelda fan. I would have put a bunch of Zelda games if I could, okay? And I would have put Minish Cap. Because Minish Cap, again, like one of the first 2 games I ever got for a console. Minish Cap is such a good game. It is such a good game. I played it again. I wouldn't say now, but like when I was already an adult, I played it again and I was like, no, this still holds up. And hey, now that I'm an adult and I know English, it's so much better because I actually know what I have to do. Because when I was a kid playing this, I was really just going out of intuition. Most of the time, I wasn't sure where to go because I didn't know what the instructions were telling me. I would just walk around and pray that I'm in the right place. Yeah, because this game isn't like Breath of the Wild where you can go anywhere and do anything. Minish Cap was very much objective led, so like you can't really go anywhere else, and eventually you end up having to go to one place to do something, you know? So even if you don't know English and you don't understand what the game tells you to do, eventually you'll find it, you know? But Minish Cap fills me with the whimsy. It just makes me happy. Same. It's such a nice game in the Zelda series. Zelda fan because you want the big hunk to kidnap you so that a twink would save you and then have them fight over you? No. I'm a Zelda fan because I too wish to put on green clothes, a tiny sword, and go off on adventure. Thank you. Vibes-based objective? What even is a Minish? The Minish are the little tiny creatures that live around the city. In this picture, as you can see, Link is of the size of a Minish. I don't know what else they are, but they're creatures, very whimsical creatures that exist all around the world. Poor child Nova, she didn't... No, I didn't know English. I was just going off of vibes. And then... Oh yeah, we entered the PSP games. I guess these are mostly honorable mentions. Do I have 2 of the same? How did I do that? Let me click that one. Yeah. I guess I needed to give a shout out to the PSP games. Even though I don't think they were that impactful, but I did play a lot on my PSP, on my PlayStation Advance. PlayStation Portable, that one. Yeah, the PSP. Yeah. I have way too many games for that. For a console that I don't really like that much, I had a lot. I just wanted to bring this game here to the court because no one ever talks about this game, and it was a really good game. It has an anime opening. I don't even know if this is a franchise, but like, you boot up the game and an anime opening starts playing. It's an RPG fighting game, and you can play as that girl that has a giant hammer that looks like 2 balls. Such a fun game. I don't know what I was doing for most of the time though. Oh, my PSP, too bad I broke the joystick. No. Doc secretly played an Atelier game without noticing it. Tell me this game isn't part of the Atelier series. I really didn't understand most of the plot of the game, if I'm very honest. But this was fun. I played hours of this, not understanding most of it, because I'm not really good at fighting RPG games. Some characters from Monokamiya are in the new Atelier game. Wait, really? Look at the Ryza series. Can't go wrong with 2 balls. Exactly, 2 balls on a stick. It technically is. Oh god. Oh god, the Atelier series seems a little bit too extensive for me. I don't know if I'm ever getting into that, but you know what? Good to know I played some OGs of that then. Let this be the intro that makes Doc play the Atelier series? No. I also liked it because there was a bunch... I know for sure there were some emo characters that I really liked. A lot of Atelier games, but they're mostly self-contained. This is a successor to Atelier Iris. Jesus Christ, that's too much. They're all pretty much standalones, usually grouped in trilogies. Oh! So are they just set all in the same universe / world or something? Like that? Huh. How bizarre. We also have this guy. I thought I'd mention this game. Another game I have too many hours on. Did anyone else play this? I love this game so much. I played this for hours on end simply because I really liked the little mosquito killing weapon thingy that he had. It was so satisfying to hit stuff. Yeah. They're not. Like I love Daxter. Where's the Jax? Oh! I don't know. Is this like a part of a series of games of 2 characters and I accidentally just got the spin-off of only one of them? That would make a lot of sense. I'm pretty sure he references another character the entire game. Oopsie, a spin-off. Oh, Daxter, the bug fighting minigame was great. It was a lot of fun. Jax is off. The original is Jackson Daxter. Well, don't know how, but I acquired a spin-off game and went off and played that and pretended that was the original. I don't know Jackson Daxter, sorry. I only have space for 1 Jax in my life. Sorry. And now, let me open a folder. Cause no, actually, I can jump. I can go back to these 2. Let's go to the DS first. Doc has a weird habit of playing non-mainline titles, I see. Back then, I would go to the game store and just pick games based off their cover. Because the PSP, at some point in time, was so shitty that it had really discounted games that were like $10 at best. So I would just grab a bunch of them and play them. That's how I also have a Full Metal Alchemist game, a Dragon Ball game, Everybody's Golf, and things like that. Anyway, we have Lost in Blue. Lost in Blue is such oh my god, Lost in Blue. I love this game so much. And I wish there was a remake of it for like PC or something so I could play it again ethically on stream. But at the same time, this game was very much done for the DS. It has a lot of mechanics that really only work with the DS. Not that they fucking work at all, though. This is a, what's it called? Survival game? I really like I'm stuck on an island type of things. There was a Game Boy game. Oh, that one never got to me. I discovered this game because my sister had a boyfriend that one day presented me with a holy grail I didn't know could exist, called Very Suspicious Game Cartridge that has thousands of games in it. And I found this game through that. And I remember being like, wow, this is incredible. I didn't know such a thing even existed. Wow. Wow. And then I think my sister's boyfriend was French, so he went back to his country and he brought it with him, took it with him, and I was incredibly heartbroken because I had never finished this game. This game was so important to me during that summer. Could port it to the Switch? Well, maybe they could. I wish they would. I really forgot about sister until now. Sometimes I too forget about the fact that I do have a sister. She just goes off and does her own side quests, so I don't see her for long periods of time. He taught you about the 7 C's. Yes! This game is the reason I found out you didn't need to buy games. But the plot of this game is you're on a ship, the ship sinks, you end up on an island, and eventually you find that girl and she's got a leg injury, so she stays at the cave, and each day you go out to find like supplies to survive, but also at the same time go deeper into the island until you find a way to escape. Oh my god, my nose, why is it clogged? I retract my statement, spits in disgust at baguettes. Game was lost in the Louvre. This image actually brought some new memories I forgot it even existed. This game is so good. I found this game again when I was an adult. Imagine the sheer whimsy and happiness of playing a game when you're like 10, 12 maybe, falling in love with it, not seeing that game ever again for years on end, and then like what, 10, 15 years later, you go onto a secondhand shop that has like games and you see the box for this just on the shelf. That was my experience. I was like, holy fucking shit. I can't believe this game was not a hallucination of my mind, because I forgot about the name for many years. I only remember like vaguely what the cover looked like. So I saw it and I was like, oh, it exists? I didn't hallucinate all of these years. So I bought it. I do have it. And I played it again. And holy fuck, this game is so hard. I hate it. The game is so unreasonably hard in the DS specific features. Like, for example, to light fires, you need to do a thing where you put 2 sticks together and you use the stylus to like wave them around. But if you fuck up with that, you break the sticks, and now you need to go and get more fucking sticks to do that. It is very finicky, and the DS was not the most optimal console at all. And then after that, you need to blow onto the fire through the console's microphone for it to ignite. And if you fuck that up, you'd have to start over from the start. It was so bad. And it was so hard to actually make it. And the thing is, you need to keep your own life and hers, like, well enough for a long period of time. If you don't find enough food and you don't feed her, she starts going like, I'm not feeling so good, or I'm sorry, I don't have energy to do that today. And if she dies, it's game over. But if you die, it's also game over. After a while, you can start making it so that she crafts things for you with materials that you bring. But oh my god, this game is so hard to like survive for a long period of time. Yeah, you can get injured from minigames too. Yeah, the game was brutal. I don't know why I liked this when I was a kid. It's the DS game quality. Yeah, but I still love the DS. I kind of wish they would port this into like a newer console, because it's definitely, it has its charm. I do remember finishing the game at some point. And at some point, like, there's like a cult in the island or something. And then you escape. I don't remember. When you're a kid, the bullshit mechanics don't seem to faze you as much. Oh, they probably did. My DS also has bite marks, so some of the games I was playing were pissing me off enough for that, so... Just focus on weird things, that too. And then we also have, as I said, I really... Oh, this is the Korean version. I didn't even see it. I just grabbed this. I really liked Zelda games. And I really liked Phantom Hourglass. It was such an iconic game. I also like Spirit Tracks, but I don't think Spirit Tracks is as good as Phantom Hourglass. But this game was so good. The features, the mechanics, everything in it was so good. Do you still bite your games? No, because A, my teeth break easily. Totally not because of that in my childhood. B, I don't really play console that much. C, the only console I play is the Switch, which is a huge screen. If I bite that screen, I kill the console. And my controller for when we play PC games is not biteable. But hey, these handheld consoles were so biteable. You have the top part, you can just shove it in your mouth and go when you get upset, you know? Now I just bang on my table really hard and hurt my hands. Yeah, but this one, I played this one for so many hours. More than Spirit Tracks, I'd say. I don't even know if I finished Spirit Tracks. I don't know why I like this game so much, but Lineback was an awakening. I think playing this game and playing Lineback, looking at Lineback, I was like, I don't understand why. My child brain is like, I like this man. I don't understand what is happening deep inside of my Kokoro. But something is stirring in this heart, and I don't understand why. He looks like an old man. The beginning of the end. The Nova Awakening didn't taste good or bad. Honestly, the Game Boy tasted better than the Nintendo, from what I remember. Oh, not that one. This. More Zelda, everybody. I chose this one to represent all of the Zelda games because I still think, arguably, Twilight Princess is the best Zelda game, in my humble opinion. I think... No, I haven't finished Breath of the Wild. No, don't give me shit for that. I'm sorry. Didn't have as much of a pull in me as this one. But this game is absolutely one of the most iconic and, in my opinion, the best Zelda game, story-wise at least. And mechanic-wise too. It has some tough things because it's the Wii. The Wii, it's a rough console, even though I love it. But I've played many Zelda games. I'm only really missing... what games haven't I played? I'm missing Wind Waker. Because I think the Wind Waker was only remade for the Wii U, and I didn't get a Wii U. It's GameCube and Wii U, I think. And the OG Game Boy Color and Game Boy games, which are like something Seasons and all of those. Link to the Past? I'm not, no, it's not that one. The old ones. Those I don't think I've played yet. Plus Wind Waker, and I suppose now the more recent ones. So I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom or finished Breath of the Wild, but better than Majora's Mask. So my Majora's Mask is for the 3DS, and it did not have as big of a pull for me to want to play as this one. This one got me hooked. This game, I was playing it on school days to the point that my mom had to be like, no, you only get to play that for a few days. You need to do your homework. You need to do like other stuff. Because I was so entranced by this game. And I'll get so upset when my hours of Zelda were up for the day. It's about my Game Boy too. It's like shockingly chewable for me as a kid. Thank you, thank you. I feel vindicated. Twilight Princess has something for both guys that are short stack lovers and for women that are Fujo furries. That's not the reason! Wind Waker is out for Nintendo Online members on the Switch 1 and 2. It is? I do have Nintendo Online. I should try it. I wanted to play that for so long. Seasons of Oracles. Yes! An Oracle of Ages. I never played those. Yeah. The music of Twilight Princess is one of my favorite. Honestly, 100% one of my favorite. The story and the characters, the everything. It was such an iconic game, in my opinion. And I also really liked the one afterwards, even though a lot of people didn't. And I understand why. It's kind of, after having such a dark themed game as Twilight Princess, they came out with Skyward Sword, which looked very colorful and very happy. So people were like, what the fuck is this shit? I really enjoy Skyward Sword. Opinions. I really enjoy it. I think it's an okay game. Storyline is good. Game is challenging enough. There's a lot that's challenging in it. I think it gets more hate than it deserves. I guess that after Twilight Princess, that one coming out makes it tough for it makes it tough for anything, because this was such a good game. But I don't think Skyward Sword is a bad game. I had a lot of fun with it. It's got a lot of funny characters and funny moments. It got way more shit than it deserved. People need to get over themselves. I think Wolf Link didn't awaken things that are deeply disturbing in tween Doc. That's the thing. Back then, I didn't even know what furry characters were, so I'm not saying this stirred anything in me, but I also will not exclude it. Twilight Princess Ganon was the canon Ganon on how he appears in my mind. Ooh. Okay, you know, I prefer the Ganon we have in Tears of the Kingdom because it looks really nice. I think people really weren't fans of the Wiimote controls. But people still liked this one, and it also has the Wii controls. So, I don't know. I think people like to complain. Honestly, most games that come out in a series, there will always be a bunch of people complaining about everything and anything. It's like, this game isn't as good as the previous game. Actually, I'm disappointed. Even if the game is good, so most times it's like, if you really in a series, if you really like one of the games of the series and that game has a special place in your heart and it like beats all expectations to you, now you have a set expectation for like everything that comes out after. So even if those things are good, it's never gonna be as good as the first thing that gave you that rush. So for a lot of people, they're just like, it fell off, it's so bad, I can't believe this is shit, just because it doesn't match up with their really high expectations because of the previous games. The motion controls on the Wii were a bit sporadic, and that's why I love the Wii. Everybody, this is a Wii-loving channel, even with all of its scuff. Great console. I'm very much debating getting a Wii U, just for the heck of it, just to see how bad it was. People complained so much about the Wii U back then, and I'm very curious. I also don't like the Wii U face value, so I'm gonna see if it makes me stop being a hater, or if I change. Shouldn't we play the one you like? Exactly. You and I take melatonin the first time, just doesn't hit the same anymore. We love the Wii. No, we love the Wii. Yes. Love the Wii U, but it had its issues. Huh. It's so hard getting platinum medals in Wii Sports Resort. Honestly, it's valid. I like the Wii. I like the controls. They're bad. And okay, I think that's all of the console games. So let's get into a problem, everybody. A problem. I think I had rose-in glasses, but the Wii U definitely had its fault. But also Bayonetta 2, so this is a fun time. I've never played Bayonetta. All right, so let me take a sip of water before I tackle this situation. So here's the thing, everybody. I need to give you some context. Let's just say, growing up and as a kid, let's just say the same way that I wasn't very good at making friends with people online. Let's just say it's not like the boys at school wanted to be like, you know, when kids have their boyfriends and their girlfriends. Let's just say that didn't really happen for me often. So up until like what, 6th grade, the concept of like dating and romance wasn't really something that I thought about at all, because my parents weren't exactly loving parents to each other, so like they weren't kissing at home and stuff. So let's just say that the way that I discovered the concept of romance was through video games. And let's just say that in the span of like one summer, I may have played pretty much every and any free game that I could find. So, so this is how I learned about the concept of love. These are all of the biggest that I remember Otome games that I played. The Downfall. When you search Otome games, what you might find immediately might be games for like the Switch and stuff like that. But those are games that you pay for. What do you do when you're a kid that doesn't have money to spend on games? You find something called the NaNoRenO, which is a game jam where people make Otome games, and then you suddenly have a bunch of free Otome games to play. The art? Debatable. The stories? Probably cliche. Did I play every single free one that was available on that website in one summer? Yes. I can guarantee you, if I go back and like I find more of those games, I guarantee you I've probably played it. There were ones that weren't free, like this one, introducing Magical Diary Horse Hall. Don't know why it's called that. I started playing this and I was like, wow, the art style is so pretty. I like the characters. I like a very specific character, and I don't really understand why I like this character. This is the one screenshot I found of the character that I liked. It was a magical school. We were wizards. This game was paid. I played the demo over and over. So this is the character I wanted to romance. He's the teacher. And that is actually, I think, an actual line you can say in the game. Like, you can pick the option to say that to this man. Oh god. Silver lining to this, like, doesn't matter what you do or say on stream, it will never make you cringe nearly as much as calling your crush senpai. Yes. Do you see why, though? The Snape-looking guy. The old man yaoi history makes sense now. Yes. Thank you. I really like this character. I was heartbroken when I was playing the game for a while, and it hits me with the, thank you for playing the demo. If you want to play the full game, you can buy it at our website. Because we didn't have Steam. You'd have to buy games in suspicious websites. My eyes are bad. What does the line say? Haha, I'm not saying that out loud, thank you. This was my first heartbreak because it wasn't free. And then you have this is a series of dating sim games on DeviantArt. Well, Flash is dead, but these were a lot of really well-drawn games with incredible plots of dating simulators on DeviantArt. I didn't even know you could play games on DeviantArt until this. I would just play them all day. Yeah. And then you also had Digimon designs. You also had this one. Okay, this one, I almost put this one on my list instead of the one that I put. It's called Frozen Essence. Okay. It was a free game. The longest fucking game I've played with the deepest lore. Like, the game was genuinely enormous. If you ignore that the art style looks like this. Oh god, I don't know why the game was so dramatic, but this is what the romanceable characters look like. You know what? Back then, you really had a bunch of like 14 to 16-year-olds who just got a drawing tablet, really putting in the work. You know, they were doing creative shit. This is a really long game that got me really immersed. I don't remember what the story really was like, but it was a genuinely long, thought out storyline that this random like 16-year-old kid made purely for the love of the game, because they didn't make money of this. And I think that's beautiful. We need more of that these days, you know? We need more people doing shit like this. Just because you think you can't draw, or just because you don't have basic concepts of anatomy, you shouldn't let that stop you from making things that you are passionate about. Hey, this person has a very 2000s anime art style. And they made a whole ass game that I was a big fan of. Especially of my boy. Yeah, that was the character that I would always try to romance. I wonder why. I wonder why I was trying to romance that particular character. But, you know, even if you can't draw that well, there will be someone out there who desperately wants to romance your characters. So just put them out there. I would play it. Word of the day is amateur. Amateur. That's a good word. That's okay. It wasn't much, but it was honest work. It truly was. My sketchbook was that quality, and there's no way that's getting released to the world. Why not? Why not? What are you afraid of? Don't be. Put it out to the world. Reject cringe. Embrace making things because you love them. Dog has a shut up. Shut up. Is he wearing a metal choker? Yes, there's some lore in here that he has like powers that are being contained or something. Our character is a Mary Sue all-powered character. We had powers. His entire route, I remember. Okay, because you have bad routes and good routes. And his bad one is to protect us. He takes us to a cabin in the woods and he keeps us there. He just keeps us there. And like, there's only one bed. Nothing like that happens, but like, there's only one bed and we have to share it. And then he's gone for long periods of time and then he comes back. And for some reason, our character never leaves the house. It was great. This was great shit. Are you into emo guys? Back then, I was into the misunderstood characters, okay? Persona 3 Pro tag. It is on God. Thank you. The face of the cloak girl is messing with me. I swear it was photoshopped in. It's tilted because these are ice sculptures, because there's a time they go to an like a winter festival and it has ice sculptures, so you're seeing her through the ice sculpture. I am amazed that I remember all of this. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm remembering as I speak, and I'm surprised I do. We played on stream? Maybe. Maybe if you guys can convince me enough, we play all of these games on stream one day. Maybe. Who knows? Explains the Homicipher story now. What's wrong with the Homicipher story? I didn't put Homicipher here, but I want everybody to know that Homicipher has a really big spot in my heart. That game was great, and it's a genre of game I've never played. I misunderstood. And then after this game, we also had, oh my god, wait, I'll get into that game. Wait, that game is important. I'll put it up. We had this one that I could never pronounce called Planets. Again, the characters look very artisanal made. But the way that it's written, I always thought you'd say P-Lanets, but I couldn't tell people, yeah, I play a game called P-Lanets. Should play all the hard to find ones. I also would have a copy. Honestly, I still have most of these games in... Oh, it's probably in that one drive that I broke. Because these were games you downloaded. These are Ren'Py games. Because I was playing all of these games, I learned how to do Ren'Py visual novels. And I never completed one because I was, self-conscious. Which one of these three guys do you think I went for in this game? Take your bets. Which one of those three do you think I was trying to romance playing this game? The P matches the E. The top, gray hair. Top, gray hair, redhead, middle one. Wow. No one says the bottom one, which is interesting. Redhead. Mr. One Eye. Yeah, it was the top one. Yeah. Here's what the art style for this game looks like, by the way. Including our main character. Look at that. It's soulful. You know, I think the word I want for these games... We know you. Shut up. Leave me alone. I think the word I want for these games is that they are not bad. They are very soulful. Because there's a lot of love put into these games. This was before people were trying to become micro celebrities, before people were trying to get a deal with a big gaming company. These were a bunch of teenagers who just had a story and decided, I'm gonna make a visual novel out of my story. And I think that's very beautiful. Like, it's so easy to read. She's an open book. Shut up. Shut up. There's also this one. This one was one of the ones that I didn't like that much because you didn't have an edgy character. Like, the guy at the top is edgy, but like, not edgy enough. I remember being disappointed with by this game. So let's get this straight. Daxter is old misunderstood man with chokers, one-eyed cover, possible serial killer vibes. Every candidate, please raise your hand. Any takers? No? No one that fits that? I don't... Okay, I guess I need to lower my standards. Sorry. Fine, you don't need to have the eye covered. Amateur, but this is actually passable. I can see the person's effort in these. It was made with vision, love, and I respect that. I agree. Then I also had, Alistair. I feel like this one was one of the most well-known free visual novels back then, because the art was actually really good compared to everything we've seen. It was a short game about a girl that plays video games, and then in the MMORPG she's playing, there's a guy who's a dick called Alistair, and for some reason, don't remember how, they figure out that the guy is in her school, but she doesn't know who is that character, and it's one of those three love interests. I think it's the middle guy, I don't remember. So like, yeah, whatever. I think one of the guys plays one of the female characters in the MMORPG. Raise his hand, but I'm married. Damn it! Serial killer vibes are mandatory. Yeah, if you don't have the vibe that you would kill me in an alleyway, that's a turn off, sorry. I don't know about Hajime. Who's Hajime who? Which Hajime? You mean who? Oh, I'm completely opposite from that. Too happy and jolly. Dang it. He's a dick. Yeah, he's I don't know. He's like a troll on an MMORPG game. It was pretty short, but it was really enjoyable. Okay, I'll get to that one. We had another game that did not tell me it was paid until you're invested in trying to romance one of these girls. I remember picking up this game because I thought you could romance guys, but you could only romance girls, especially in the demo version. And for some reason back then I was like, I don't understand why, but I want to kiss those girls. I'm not sure why. So I continued playing the demo, and I was severely upset when I realized it wasn't a full game. Definitely some sort of awakening in this one, for sure. The bi-awakening. That right one seems familiar. Does she? He to me too. It's understandable. Now let me talk about that one specifically. Okay. This is a very specific game. Where's the other one? Okay. Because this one, the art style is rough. Okay. But this is the most impactful game I have in here. Biohazard. You went for the purple-haired one? No, I actually went for the middle one. Thanks. So I would like to introduce you guys to a game called Fantasia, the realm of... No, it's Realm of Thanos. And also Fantasia, Requiem of the Abyss. Do I have pictures of this? I do. Oh my god. So this is what the art style looks like. This is what the characters look like. And this game, you do not understand. Out of all of the games that I've showed you, of the Otome games, this one had a grip on me. This one is proof that you really don't need to have a good art style to make a captivating story, because young me was grabbed by my invisible balls. That's invasionary? Okay. By my invisible balls, I was grabbed by this storyline. I played this very reluctantly because you get to a point where you've played all of the free games that have a nice art style, so you slowly start making your way to games that you kind of, you know, went like, not sure. Because you have no other choice. You want to play a game. And eventually I made my way through this one. And this game is an isekai with 3 installments, okay? This was a whole fucking story. This was 100% one person made up a fantasy world and went for it. And you know what? It worked. The art style is incredibly rough. Let me show you the characters that you can romance. This is game 1, Fantasia, the Realm of Thanos, in which you're a girl named Cheryl. That gets isekai'd, I think, because you get run over, you get isekai'd, and you find yourself in this fantasy world, very creatively named Fantasia, right? And you meet these guys. Wouldn't you want to romance that guy? Oh, anyway, you Cheryl. Your eyes are on 2 polar opposites of your head. The first game is a game that has a true ending. So you can romance any of those guys. Sad boy in green hair. Weird boy in blue hair. Child-looking boy in black hair. But you know what? No. The true ending is with that suspiciously back-turned silver hair character that so happens to be the villain. His Thanos, and he's like a devil overlord or something. But the power of love makes him like us, and whatever, we save the world at the end, and he marry us, and we decide to stay in this world. This is game 1. And I was like, you know what? This is actually okay. This is okay. And when I saw this game, it already had the sequel. So I was like, all right, I'll play the sequel since I'm already invested in this, I guess. We're in the end game. Her eyes were like... literally. So I look it up. It has a sequel. Now, the sequel is called Fantasia, Requiem of the Abyss, in which instead of having 4 guys to romance, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 men that you can pick. You play as the child of the previous game's true ending couple, right? Right? So we are half demon overlord and half human. Totally not edgy. Totally not edgy. It also has a true ending. But this one is you know how in anime they go in an adventure to like save the world? Yeah. You go on an adventure with all of these guys through the world of Fantasia to save the world. It's a pretty long game. But genuinely, it was really fun. It was actually really fun. Because there's so many endings, so many different things that can happen. I was actually super invested in this shit. This game, I replayed it so many times to get all of the endings with all of the characters. And the game had an opening. Both games had one of those, I don't know what kind of songs those were, but they were like some free music that they edited in an AMV-like fashion to make an opening for the game. And I still remember the melody. It never left my head. They're even color-coded for our convenience. Yes, yes they were. That made it even funnier. It's like, of course, any normal person would dress with clothes the same color as their hair. That's just natural. Just natural, yeah. Oh my god. Oh god. So I want you to guess, out of these 6 men, which one did I choose? Chad? Which one was my first option? She gained her harem building powers from her mother. Yep, she did. She did. Red. Purple. Far left. Left. One on the left. Left. The edgy one. I don't know. Which one? It is not surprisingly the one that has his eyes covered. Second guy from the left? Well, the correct answer is the red-haired boy. And you want to know what? That is the true ending. You want to know who he is? Kind of our half-brother. I only realized that yesterday when I was putting this together, actually. That character is called Cain. And he is a demon. He's not just a guy. He's a demon. I don't remember why he was in the possession of the villain of the previous game, Thanos. So he's technically not his son, but he's like a demon that spawned and he took him in. And they've been like childhood friends since then. We're calling them childhood friends when clearly he's a stepbrother. I never clocked that in when I was young. I really only realized that yesterday. But he's yeah, he's the true ending of all of these men. The true ending is your step sibling. Legend of Cana. I love when it says, yay, yay. Look at him, he's so edgy. Oh yeah, our name is Valen, and we have red eyes. You can't see it in the title screen, but we have red eyes like our demonic father. I can't. It gets more embarrassing the more I think about this game and how much I liked it. I want to play it again, though. Oh, man. What's there not to like about a man who wears only half a jacket? Yep. Yep. Anyway. Nova's been digital circus pilled from a young age. What does that mean? What do you mean? None of... Oh, wait, Kane. I was about to go off on you. And suddenly my brain clicked. I'm like, oh, you're right. I have been. Oh, shit. I've been conditioned to this. Fuck. I'm so tired, Doc. I'm sorry. We're not even over yet. I think that's all of the dating sims, though. Unless you want to count this bad boy. This is the true canon event, though, of all of those games. I didn't even know it was called My Candy Love in English. This is a French game, actually. I'm pretty sure. Several Chunies physically dealing cringe damage to everyone watching. Hell yeah! Feel the cringe, motherfuckers. I'm not going down by myself. Fuck off. So, in Portuguese, this is called Amor Doce. So, sweet love. It's an originally French online visual novel, which is an interesting concept. Is that male alias? No. That is Lysander, and he's special. He wears Victorian clothes to a high school, and no one questions it. Okay? The bastards. Amorgus. No! Amorgus, don't ruin my language like this. Online, no, it's not multiplayer. It's like, it's just hosted on a online website, and you get points, FP points to play each day, so you can only play for as many points as you have. And back in the day, you used to have wait for new chapters to be released to even play them. Something like that. And it had a forum where you could talk to other people that were playing the game. And, yeah, something like that. You picked red once again. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You have Lysander, Nathaniel, and, I forgot his name. Eliasindra. What was his name? Cayuse? Wait, what was his name again? Let me... I can't believe I forgot. I know chat could say it, but... What the fuck was it, this man's name? Wow. This just shows... Castiel! Castiel! His name is Castiel. It also starts with C. Castiel, that's his name. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, this game had a huge community in Brazil for some reason, so I talked a lot in my own language there. My best friend was also playing it. She was a Nathaniel main for some reason. She liked the I am a good student and I'm blonde character. I don't know why. But she would write fan fiction and post it on that forum because that was a big thing there. At some point, she was so involved in this game that she became a moderator. She was important in the forums. And I was just there, like, drawing shitty art for the covers of her fanfics. She was doing a crossover. A crossover Black Butler fanfic of this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So this explains why Nova likes Jax. I think me liking the shithead character has been a very big constant since I was young. Yeah. Not sure what that says about my personality or my childhood trauma, but I might know. I don't remember the name of the fic, to be honest, but if I saw it again, I would recognize it. If I saw my own art for it, I also would recognize it. It's very vivid in my memory. But yeah, this was a big part of my day-to-day life in middle school, because I was living and breathing this game with my best friend for some reason. Find the art, you must find it. You want to dox me like that? You want to dox Oh god, I don't even remember what sort of name I had in that game. I don't think I could even fathom what my username was in this. It was probably something related to Black Butler. I feel like my name would be like generic female main character name, and then it ends with like Michaelis because it's like Sebastian's last name. And I'm pretty sure my best friend had something Phantom Hive. We were so cringe back then. Oh god. I'm still the goat for keeping my username across my internet history. Always has been Pero. Yeah, I wish, but when you're called like Sebastian Michaelis lover 123, maybe you don't want to keep that for the rest of your life, you know? Just saying. More of those referenced. I stopped playing this at some point because the game starts off in high school, and then there's also the college version, and I think it goes into like further when you're working and you can get married, and there's so much drama. This game is a Mexican novella in the form of an online visual novel. It's nice you grew out of it eventually. Yeah, I'm totally not cringe anymore. Dr.NOVA with an E at the end. Yeah. Not edgy at all. Normal. But I think that was all of my problems. So I'll address the other problems, but... Nathaniel becomes a mafia boss at some point. Yeah, the good boy becomes a bad boy at some point, and I'm upset I didn't really get into the stocks for that, but okay. Now, the last games I have three of them are honorable mentions that I didn't include because they're all recent games. You got this one that people were asking me about. Why did you put Genshin in it? What do you main in Genshin? Do you like Genshin? No, I don't play Genshin anymore. I did a while ago, a long time ago. Genshin is a canon event simply because it was the first like high quality game I ever played on a computer. After spending years and years without playing anything except like console, I didn't have a Switch. Everybody was playing Breath of the Wild, and I couldn't afford the Switch. So I'd never played anything with graphics that amazing. So when I finally stopped having a laptop and buy a PC, and I find out Genshin Impact is like free, I install it. And I had the biggest like awakening of my life when I see like the first like cutscenes, and when I finally get to like move around in the world, and I'm like, holy shit, the quality of this is actually insane. This is beautiful. I had to like pause for a bit and be like, I can't believe I've been missing out on video games for this long. This is actually incredible. Because I had never really played anything of this level. Like, the closest thing was Ion Online, and the graphics of that were like, you know? So, playing this, I was like, genuinely amazed that the graphics for video games in PC had gotten this good. Might have been one of the first PC games I got since I got a new desktop. Why is my nose clogged? Doc gets a Mona costume at 1 million. I loved Mona so much, I wanted to cosplay Mona. But okay, I know what you guys want to know. Fine, yes. It was between... Diluc was the character I wanted. I don't care for Kaya that much. I liked Diluc a lot. I lost every 50-50 in my life to get Diluc, and I never got Diluc as a character. I loved him so much, and I never fucking got him. I still wish I could get that character. I was maining Rosaria because I just thought her design was really neat, and I liked playing with the spear. And because I liked watching her boobs jiggle when I walked around. Thanks. I don't remember what my team was. I think I used to use her a lot. It was Rosaria, Bennett or Amber, which I hated both, but I needed someone with fire and I didn't have Diluc. I liked Mona, but I could not play with her. I never got used to her. And I forgot who else was in my team. I forgot any other character, actually. Let me go check. It's red hair again. Okay, listen. I never clocked that red hair thing. I am learning this now, okay? I don't like red hair characters. Just has happened a few times. Shut up. Genshin characters. Let me look at the list so that I vaguely remember what characters I was playing. Give me 5 seconds so I open a Reddit post and remember. God, it's been so long since I've played this at all. Huh. I lost most of my 50-50 for characters I wanted. When we saw Rosaria's design from the beta. Yeah, they nerfed her a lot! The FBI couldn't even torture me to spill all that. You even got a gun to your head. I mean, so I wanted Diluc. The characters I was using the time that I was playing were... I got Venti at some point, and I really liked using him. He made my life so much easier. I didn't like Filch. Looking at all of these characters, I pretty much only used Rosaria. I got severely upset anytime she died and I had to actually strategize and use other characters because I really just wanted to play with Rosaria. I'm looking at all of these characters and I'm like, oh, I don't remember liking playing with any of you. I guess Sucrose. All of the free-to-play people because I was really broke. I'm kind of scared to whatever I might see if I open Genshin Impact today. No, I don't know. I don't... Sorry, Hoyolab. I just want to see the characters. I don't care. I don't remember most of these fucking characters at all. It's been years since I touched this stupid game. I don't even remember the name of that character. Ugh. Why did I stop playing? I stopped playing in Fontaine for some reason. Yeah, looking at all of these characters, I genuinely only wanted to play with with Rosaria. I was really bad at playing this game now that I think about it. Let's be honest. Information overload. There's that cow girl. Ooh. From what my Genshin friend says, it got exponentially worse. I wouldn't be surprised. I liked Fontaine, but I hated having to wait for a new chapter. I was really only playing it for the lore, so I was playing only the Archon quests, which meant I wasn't leveling up my characters proportionately to the new areas. So at some point, it got really hard to do any sort of quests because I just wasn't leveled up enough. And I didn't want to grind because I hate grinding in this game. I got too lazy. So I do the Archon quest as best as I could. And yeah, that was it. You're the first person I've heard who plays for the lore. The lore is good. At least it's until a certain point. I was really interested in like the story. I was like, oh, I want to find out what exactly is up with this world and what happened to our sister. That's the canon. Our brother, in my case. I was playing with Lumine. So, like, I didn't really care about the side stories or grinding or anything like that. So I was just like, Archon quest, Archon quest, Archon quest. Thank you. So, I heard that the lore is going a bit downhill, but it's a shame. It had a lot of potential, in my opinion. If the story of Genshin was an anime, a standalone anime, in my opinion, it would have been pretty solid. I want a lore they play. What the fuck is HSR? Oh, Honkai Star Rail. I don't have patience to get into another one of these games. Do the side quests? I would do some of them. The story has dropped the ball a few times, really. Archons and HSR are fucking nuts. Inazuma lore's pretty good. I didn't like Inazuma, actually. I was so happy when it was done. If Genshin was an anime, then it would be all filler arcs. How? How so? How? What do you mean? I mean, yeah, it could, but it does have a plot line. A pretty direct plot line, I think. It's booming right now, calling back to the stuff you'd know, only if you're paying attention and reading books so often. I was not. The biggest complaint about Genshin lore is that there were really important lore drops that were behind specific timed events. So events that were just a few weeks long and that's it. So, I wish this was just an anime instead, because I don't feel like playing it anymore. But that's why it's there. This was a canon event. I didn't know games could be like this until I played Genshin. I remember being severely in awe watching this shit. And now, years later, I'm like, oh, guess it's okay. There's a bunch of games with cool graphics, too. I've become a gamer. Can't believe this. Oh, man. Then on the list, I also had Corpse Party. Corpse Party is a great game. That's a lie. Corpse Party is like the gateway to, oh wow, I want to play more RPG horror games. And this is the game that you play when you're like, wow, I'm an edgy teen. I want to play something gory. And you play this, and then you pretend that you weren't affected by all of the gore scenes. And then at some point, you become desensitized. And you're like, oh, yeah, no. Yeah, she hangs herself in that one scene. Oh, yeah, this person has their organs all smeared over the wall. And one guy takes pictures of it and is kind of horny from that. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, Corpse Party is like, it's a very well-known game, I feel like. This is a very mainstream horror RPG game. I was torn between choosing Corpse Party or Ib, because Ib is also a big one. But Ib got really popular because of PewDiePie back in the day, if I'm not mistaken. Because he was playing these. Corpse Party is just a wild mess, and the story was okay. I could fool myself thinking that the story for Corpse Party was good and interesting until, like, the sequels, and you start to realize that, no, not really. It's such an edgy game. This is really the I'm an edgy teen game. Calling Corpse Party a normie game? I wouldn't call it a normie game, but it's known. It's the type of game that people show when they're trying to be like, oh, animes for children? Well, look at this. It's the same as Elfen Lied, you know? That's the same type of game as the anime Elfen Lied and Higurashi. But where did they go party with the corpses? Downstairs. I played Corpse Party, but it's pretty jank from what I remember. It's been a while since I played it. I know Serena played it like this year. I wouldn't call it jank. But it's it was okay. It held up at a distance, but up close not so much. Yeah, exactly. It's the same as a lot of anime back then that people were like, wow, this anime is so cool. And then you look closely and you're like, oh, it's okay. But back then it was so cool. But it's okay. And yeah, honorable mentions for really cool games. We got Stardew Valley, the game that got me through the pandemic while everybody was playing stupid Animal Crossing and I couldn't afford a fucking Switch. We had Stardew Valley, so thank you, Concerned Ape, for making Stardew Valley for people who don't want to spend a kidney on Animal Crossing. I now have Animal Crossing, but you know, back then, this game, I think, was the only thing keeping me together during the pandemic, if I'm very honest. Back then, I was like, man, life is really tough, huh? The news are tough. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the mines today. I got to water my crops. Sorry, world. Sucks that everybody's dying. Anyway, my crops, am I right? As Monster Hunter World. I want to get into Monster Hunter one day. One day. Honorable mention, Baldur's Gate 3. We cannot forget Baldur's Gate 3, you know? This game was the first expensive game that I really bought in my adulthood. I was like, I'm gonna gift myself with this. And I think this game was an awakening for a lot of people to be like, wait, I like turn-based combat. So I give it an honorable mention, even though it's, you know, I was already not okay in the head when this game came out. It definitely shaped some chunks of it, but you know, my fucked up brain was already shaped once this came out. Where bear scene? We'll get to it one day. Don't forget BG3. Yeah, we keep reminding you of you. Now that I think about it, I never finished Baldur's Gate. Like, this game was really impactful on me, but I don't think I actually ever finished it. I got to Act 3, and I stayed there. Because every time I get to Act 3, my brain is like, what if I start a new playthrough? So I make a new character, and I go back and play from the start. It was an awakening for people in lots of different ways. Oh, Bearman. Oh, Halcyon, my beloved. Never got past Act 1. Okay, on stream, yeah. Shut up. I'll play it at some point on stream again. We'll do it. We'll do it. We didn't even do Goblin Camp. Oh my god. Doing Goblin Camp was the hardest part for me when I played it by myself. Why would you edge yourself out of Act 3? Are you procrastinating the video game? Kinda, yeah, pretty much. Act 3 has too much information. Yeah, I got a bit overwhelmed because I think the first part of Act 3 is this whole city with a lot of people, and I immediately get a bit too overwhelmed, and I'm like, I want to go back to the start. Let's go back to the start. So I make a new character. I'll play it again, said Nova repeatedly. Yeah. I don't believe in the bear borking scene until Doc plays it. We will boink the bear at some point. Surely. Yeah. I think this was also the first game that made me realize that motion capture acting is a job. I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't know people were getting on the black suits with the white dots for video games. I didn't know that was a whole industry until I started seeing the behind the scenes of this game, and I was like, wow, technology is amazing. At the start of Act 3, because Karlak got angry at me. Oh, I just closed the game, never played it again. No. What was your first character, Doc? Oh, I played very... I don't remember, actually. I think it was just a normal human. Really, until this game? Yeah, because I'm not a big gamer. I don't think I thought too deeply about that. I mean, you saw the other games I played. I think the highest production game I had played before Baldur's Gate was Genshin. I don't think I played any other game that even had motion capture as a thing. Because for the longest time, I was just playing like Slime Rancher and Stardew Valley. Because I had university. I had to focus on school. So, did you know you can make love with Mizora the demoness who has a contract with Will, but only once? I didn't know you could bang Mizora. What? Do you die from it? That gamer who like Karlak would never have guessed. Oh, come on! It's not because she's red. It's not because she's... Shut up! My first pick was Asterion, because I'm a basic bitch. Thank you very much for listening. And then I found out you could boink the bear. Those were my picks. Thanks. And then Karlak. That's the order. And then there you go for everybody who asked, why didn't you put Elden Ring in the list? Because Elden Ring was deeply impactful, but also my brain was already fully developed when this game entered the picture, okay? Very good game. Definitely did something to my brain that irreparable damage. But, you know, why is my nose clogged? I'm not sick. Is it because I'm yapping? Is it because I'm not drinking water? And blue balls you forever for after giving you a cutscene where you experience everything. Sounds like bullshit. No way. If you bang Mizora, she can at any random point of the game remotely make you nut in your pants. What? Nova, you're not the true Elden Lord until you beat the DLC. Bullshit! Bullshit! Fuck off! You wanna know the funniest part? I was organizing some stuff on my channel for like the playlists, and I click on my playlist for Elden Ring. And I notice it has 19 videos. It took us 19 long streams for Elden Ring, including the DLC. However, you know how I feel about uneven numbers. I don't like the number 19. I'm like, fuck, it needs to be a 20. 20 is a nice number, but I don't want to do that again. I don't want to go through that again. But I feel like at some point we need to have a Radon stream. I don't wanna. I really don't wanna. That's going to be like a 12-hour stream, and I'm not gonna beat him at the end. Your OCD doesn't allow it. I'll make this a whole event. A whole ass event. Nova needs to learn to be calm. I'm not good at that. I'm not sure you've noticed. I'm not very good at keeping calm in games that make me angry. You could just summon players. But then that wouldn't be the same, you know? Make 21 magic run stream instead. No. 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 It's either gonna be I never touch it again, or one really long final stream. Let me solo her. Here's the thing. I can't take any help. I feel like that will defeat the purpose of the game. Ever get the solo Millennia stream fight? No. I beat the game fair and square. You know? Yeah, I used my mimic a lot. But you know what? I didn't cheat. I didn't use external assistance. I played the game exactly the way the game wanted to be played. I used the features and the tools the game provides me to play it, and I succeeded through it. Oh, it's not truly because you used the mimic. No, fuck you. If using the mimic meant that I didn't do it properly and that I didn't truly win stuff, they wouldn't put it in the game. So fuck you all. I just used the tool. And you're upset that you don't. Shut up. It's just a fucking Don't Scream game, but for rage instead of horror. Because you had fun, you were playing correctly. Thank you. Exactly, the condescending head pat. Wow. You get to talk all that tough shit when you beat Radon. Fuck you. You never beat the worm. Not important. You know, I don't need to beat every singular thing in the game for it to be a successful run. Thanks. I'm excited to play the Pope one day. The Jesus Christ run will be fun. The game provides summons, magic, mimics, and stats. These are all tools and the correct way to apply. Thank you. Exactly. We don't talk about the worm, okay? The worm was such a stupid boss. And the fact that that was one of the few streams my best friend and her boyfriend decided to watch of me makes it somehow even funnier. She told me, like, her boyfriend plays this kind of games, like Souls-like. She told me he was just laughing at me through the entire thing because I kept fucking dying to a stupid worm. And then afterwards, we kind of beat Melania in way less attempts than anyone expected. It was incredibly ridiculous. And I have finished the game. The DLC is a whole new fucking game. So I did finish Elden Ring, thank you very much. I didn't finish Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, which is a different fucking thing. So, thanks. We did too, no worries. Fuck you all. That was such a frustrating thing. That's a crazy first run. The first run, we lost the first run, but it was still so surprisingly good. And I think it's because we had the buff of the power of being angry. Because I think what happened was that we were so angry. I was so angry about losing to the fucking worm yet again that we just stormed into Melania. And I was like, all right, show me what you got, bitch. And somehow we did way better than anyone expected like that. If you had beaten her first try, it would have been legendary. I would have stopped the game right then and there, because that's just no way. I would be a god. Oh, God, why is my nose so clogged? This is a bad omen. Anyway, I can now close this, I think. Let me put you guys back in the center. In fact, yes, I know, low battery. I know. I need to buy a new cable for my phone. Honestly, I keep... Yesterday in the collab, there we go. My phone ran out of battery at some point. So for a long part of the stream, I was just like staring, dead staring into the back of Yumi's head while my phone charged. There we go. God, why do they look so big? Jesus. There we go. There we go. She's just She just weed us. What do you mean? That was one hell of a sentence, Jesus. Dry climate? Probably. My house is equal parts too humid and too moist and too dry. Gotta go, Doc. Thanks for seeing. We'll catch up the vlog. Thank you for stopping by. We're probably not gonna stay for much longer either. Doc was just so taken with Yumi's red head. I don't like this new thing we're discovering in this stream about the color red. I don't like this revelation, and I can probably prove it wrong. Oh my god, Eustace Kid. Jax is purple, it's okay. I hate it. Thanks, I hate this revelation. I hate it. I'm looking back at characters that I like. Just, you know. No. They're mostly normal. It's fine. It's fine. Red isn't a common thing in all of them. Ow! Oh god, my head. Ow, 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 my hand. Fuck. Ow! You know, all of your youth crushes. I would love to make a husbando tier list, but like with all of my childhood husbandos, like ranking them against each other. Because I'm a fangirl at heart. Being a fangirl is arguably one of my strongest skills, you know? Hell, I'm pretty sure that was one of the things I put in my audition video, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure one of the things I showcased in my audition... Yeah, one of the things I showcased in my audition video was my Levi Ackerman body pillow. And I think, the sensei that watched that was like, that's kind of based. I also have one. Or something like that. So... Yeah, being a fangirl got me this job. Don't give up on your dreams. If you love those fictional men, keep going until you get hired. Yeah. Levi Ackerman. Yes! Yes, I like Levi Ackerman. So what? So what? Leave me alone. Not as fervently, deeply anymore, but... Okay, it's no longer in my... Oh god, this is so embarrassing. I used to have a picture frame. Like a really nice picture frame. With a printed picture of Levi Ackerman in my bedside table. And then my family pictures, instead of them being in the bedside table, they were like stored somewhere else. So, don't worry about that. Yeah. Yeah. Top tier for Joshi. Not anymore, Zab. Doesn't like a killer short king. I know, right? Lord Farquaad, am I right? You're a fan of Boo? You, Boo! He's a perfectly normal character to simp for. What? You're gonna give me what? Erwin? Oh, I'm the blonde, selfless captain. Boring. So boring. So boring. Oh. Or what, Aaron? The annoying yelling kid? No. I also really liked Hanji. It's like both Levi and Hanji were like my two favorite characters of that show. I never got anything from Hanji, sadly. I love the Potato Girl. Potato Girl is fine. Hagoon board. A Levi shrine. I did have a Levi shrine. Post time skip army. And yeah, I guess. He's no Levi. Okay? There's no more peak Levi. Like, sure, when he was fighting titans, wow, so cool, so strong. But you know what's the best Levi? It's when the series ends and this man is completely broken in spirit because everybody he loved died. He's now in a wheelchair and he just drinks tea somehow. That's peak Levi. That's husband material right there. Deeply traumatized short guy. This is what we want. Thank you. Loved Sasha. Yeah. It was great. He was great. I don't remember caring too much about the ending of Attack on Titan, but I liked him. Into broken people. Yeah, there's just some air to them, you know, to like, wow, I can fix them. I can totally fix them. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. Confirmed time is physically disabled man. That's not a type. I like the part that he's like broken inside. I feel like the part where he's disabled, if he wasn't, I would still like him. If he was, I will still like him. There's like a very irrelevant feature to whether or not I like a character. It's like, okay, doesn't change things. You like him for his grizzled war veteran vibes? Ah, yes, I love the part where he probably wakes up yelling at night. Very romantic. The scars make him look cooler. How long before Doc pulls out a 3D mesh? What do you mean a 3D mesh on the Levi Daki? I've never shown you the Daki. It's here somewhere. Ow. She likes him with PTSD. You'll like him because he's a clean freak and it finally... Yeah, oh wow, that would be great. It's like... He's a maid. He's my own personal maid out of OCD. How romantic. You are a doctor. Fixing broken men is your profession. Exactly. How many broken men in chat that I've fixed so far? Would you not say that I fixed you since you've known me? Don't reply accurately. Please don't. No. The spicy memories make them better. Not me. Shh. No. I fixed you guys. You guys are so much normal now that you've met me and that you're a lab rat. No? Doc, you've definitely made me worse. I've definitely changed the status, so that's good, you know? If I've turned you better or worse, both are equal, you know? Because we've changed you since you first showed up. So, that works for me. I'm a girl. I apologize, fine. How about... What about all of the women? How about all of the women? What about all of my non-binary people? Aren't you all the one? Let me check. Let me check to see how my percentages are doing. If I play all of those visual novels, maybe my percentage of female viewers will increase again. Maybe that's the way to go. I mean, come on, YouTube Studio. I am now irrevocably changed due to you specifically. And you know what? Aren't you happy about that? Yeah? No, fuck you. I'm a YouTuber now. That's an improvement in life, isn't it? Isn't it? That's an improvement. Ah. Let me check my analytics. This is really important. Give me a second. A Mordo stream would definitely help. Oh my god, I totally should. Valentine's next year. It's just me playing a bunch of visual novels and pretending I'm not lonely. Oh, that's a true Valentine experience. I can't tell if it went up or not, or I don't remember what it was at last time. However, my female percentage is now 2.5%. I think it went up. I think it was 2.4, right? We are now at 2.5, I believe. Barely. It doesn't matter, okay? Baby steps. Baby steps. You know? All that matters is that you progress, not how much you do it at a time. Wasn't it 3 point? No, I think that's now it was 3. I think the 3 was a long time ago. Different. Okay. 97.3. It's okay. We'll get all the ladies at some point. I'll get all the ladies at some point. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Is this the last? Wait, lifetime. Will that change it? That was in the last, like, month. Okay. Okay. Okay, wait, this changes it. That was in the last month. My percentage of female viewers was 2.5%. But if I change the settings to be like lifetime, my lifetime views have 16.1% of female viewers. Yeah. Where did they go? Come back! No, please! Oh god, what have I done? Oh, my wrist! Oh shit! VOD watchers? Oh, I can't believe this. How do we go from 16 to 2? Come back! That's okay. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's okay. I wonder if there's a way to see this, but like by month, just to see when they all left me. It was just a brave. There was just a brave group of girls. Yeah, it's all rem. That's it. They didn't leave. Could just have men proportionally more men join over time. Ah, that is also true. Yeah, you scared the normie woman. It's okay. I was aiming for the nerd women. What the fuck? Dang. Was it the colonoscopy stream or maybe the bro hangouts in the bathroom? Women hang out in the bathroom a lot. I don't know if you've ever been a woman, a woman, but like for some reason we hang out a lot in the bathroom for some ungodly reason. It is true. Ramkana Shibari is canonically 16% of all women in life. Yeah. I've never been a woman. Wow, that's a skill issue on you guys. I can't believe this. I can't believe you're sexist. You've never been a woman? The fuck? Wow. Don't hang out in bathrooms. They clog them both metaphorically and literally. I'm sorry I have a lot of hair. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Leave me alone. Actually, all men were women in the womb. Exactly. So if you weren't, then that means you're not really human. Which is a little bit concerning. Why are you watching? Are you a bot? Are you a bot? Oh my god, are you a bot? I cannot believe this. Sorry, Doc, I identify as a rat. Kids and their woke new genders. The fuck is this? For legal reasons, that's a joke. For everybody that doesn't understand sarcasm, that's a joke. That's a joke. Anyway. The clankers. No! Not the clankers! Oh my god. I'm a woman. Am I the only one here? You are not alone, but you are very much appreciated. Thank you for increasing the percentage of this channel. I need to play more visual novels, more Otome games, more, I need to bang the wolf. The wolf? No, the bear. I need to bang the bear in Baldur's Gate 3. That's what's gonna do it. That's it. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Yeah. Dudes and dudettes. Dudes, dudettes, and my non-gender specific dods. Ugh, don't shut up. Quiet with the Freudian slip. Quiet with that. No. Yesterday, every time, I don't remember what it was. If it was during the collab, and even after the collab, when we were just hanging out. Anytime, anything mildly adjacent to a furry, it could just be a girl with cat ears or something, showed up and I demonstrated any sort of interest, I could hear, even if she didn't say it, I could hear Yumi snickering in the background. I was like, this bitch. This bitch, I swear to fucking god. I will prove these wrong. It's okay. I say this and my Instagram reels for some reason keep showing me like fursuit builders. And like I don't click away because a lot of times I'm like, that's genuinely an interesting thing to see how they're crafting the whole thing and how they actually like go about making it. And I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of insane that some people are doing this. And then I keep scrolling. But because I like one about the people making the fursuits, Instagram assumes I want to see everything related to that. So it starts recommending me more stuff that I skip. And I'm like, no, that was not the intention. Not the intention. They know you better than yourself. Wow, you two really connected those two. You guys really are one singular brain cell controlling all of you, huh? The AI knows your true self. No. And yet you click. No, I mean on Reels. When you're scrolling, I don't click on the videos. Like, I watch one and they decide my next 10 videos as I'm scrolling are gonna be that, no matter how fast I scroll away. Leave me alone. Stupida. Alright. Every time we reach the furry conversation is when I know I've been streaming for so long. So I think I'll be going. I'll be going now. We don't have a stream tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow is a very rare no hand cam Sunday because tomorrow is Rem Kanashibari's concert And I will raid into it so that if you didn't know yet, you can put on the little thing, click the notification bell so that you can watch it tomorrow. I'll be watching it, so I'll be in chat supporting my girl Rem. You need to watch that because she put so much effort into this. You don't really understand just how much effort she's been putting into that. You don't understand how much she's been doing all by herself. It's genuinely insane. I'm really proud of her. I'm very curious to see how it turns out. Did you watch a single Minecraft video? Let me give you 30 video essays on Minecraft creations. It's literally that. Sometimes it's good. Not when it's about furry stuff. Jack's calendar is on Memba's channel? That's not a thing. Not a thing. Not a thing. Thanks for the stream, luck. Thank you. Is Rem raiding into us first? The only day I can finally fucking raid Rem is when she's not live. She does need some rest. I hope she takes at least a few days off next week to rest up from that, because it's an incredible project. So yeah, thank you everybody for stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed my incredibly based list of games. Oh, my phone died. Wow, what timing. I need to get a new cable, don't I? This keeps happening. This timing is fantastic. Anyway, I'm gonna stare deeply into your soul as I end stream. She's not even looking at you. She's looking this way. And now she's looking away. She's disgusted by you. Well, anyway, I hope you guys have as many interesting games as I do. If you do have like your own versions of that meme where you put like your 10 games that changed your life, feel free to put them on the Discord on my media tab. I'm curious to see yours. Thank you, Doc. The bill for the therapy will be sent through email. Yeah, send it to Brave Group. I'm sure they'll handle that for you. Don't worry. I see him staring. Yeah, don't worry about that. It was very interesting to see your games. Thank you, thank you. They are very particular. Yeah, so, last things to say. Let's see. Go watch our cover. Go watch our cover of Monster High, the Fright Song by Lunalia, your Halloween gem that did not debut on Halloween. And if you want, buy the merch. You can get a plush badge of me and squeeze it for whatever reason. And a bunch of other stuff. Go ahead. They're pretty cool. It's nice that we have some Halloween merch. Anyway. And now, I'll leave you. I hope you enjoy Rem's concert tomorrow. I will be there. How long are those available? I believe it's for 30 days. Most of our merch is usually a 30-day window, I believe. I'll double check, but I think it's 30 days. Oh, my nose. So yeah, thank you everybody. 30 days, thank you, Merch Sensei. Merch Sensei coming in clutch 2 days in a row. Thank you. But yeah, thank you everybody for stopping by. I'll see you tomorrow at Rem's concert. I hope you have your makeshift pen lights for the concert. I hope you buy her pen light for the concert, even though it won't be there in time for the concert itself. And let's all watch Rem sing with a spoon. So yeah, thank you for stopping by, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow at the concert. I will now raid into it so that everybody who didn't know about it will now know about it. So yeah, thank you. I will see you tomorrow and next week. And pretend my mouth is moving and that I'm looking straight into your soul, even though I'm looking at a distance for some reason. Bye 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 bye.